What's good, y'all? It's your boy Dirtbag Dan. You're watching a counterproductive live stream. Please hit the like button, click the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. If you're not a patron and you want early access to all this stuff and you want to support the crew and keep the ball rolling, the lights on over here, then go to patreon.com/counterproductive. You will not only get early access to music like Death Dealers Anonymous Volume 2, but you'll also get exclusive access to live content like Ruin Your ZAE 2 going down August 3rd. We love y'all. Peace.
Leaders of that purple potion about to fall out. Lights at the lights, boy, I think I'm about to fall out.
Damn it, EK, I hear you rap. I always feel something missing like an amputee's leg. Calamity Jane, I bet he look a lot different if the man was self-made. Do I have to explain?
Drop a deuce. Caustic about to do some cat in the hat shit like Dr. Seuss.
This will be acting like a crackhead in his garage with some ganja juice.
Not the truth.
Hey, you're such a hillbilly that when he said not the truth, this fool fucking lost a tooth.
Yo, what's good? It's your boys, Dirtbag Dan Show.
Get it in. Show me what you're made of for real this time. Yeah, got it. Yeah. You're doing it. Switch to the tracker. Just bust up. Yeah, just stand straight on that, bust up. Yup. Ooh, dangerous boy. I gotta switch to that and get your jump on. Yep. That's the one. That's the ticket. That's the one that makes the big bucks. That's the one that makes the honey scream. That's the money team shot right there, okay? Switch to the spread. Track it, blab it. Oh my god, what are you doing? Stay down there. Whatever, okay, get over there. Crazy. You're still tracking, just shoot up. Stand on that one, just shoot up. Oh my god, stop jumping up! What are you doing? You're crazy. But you're doing it anyways. Hell yeah. Alright, this is the last one. Stay on that one and just shoot up, please. You don't have to face it. You don't have to face it. Alright, bro, now okay, I couldn't do this shit. Because I don't have the patience. It's all jumps. There's no shooting whatsoever. The leaves go away after you jump on them. And then something shoots up at you through the bottom. So.
There's some Crash Bandicoot shit right here.
Oh, you got this. What are you doing? Oh, you greedy motherfucker. I'm disgusted at you right now.
Oh, what? What the fuck is this?
I don't know, but you better kill him.
How? What?
Shoot him with the
B,
B.
Oh, that's cool. As long as these things come back up, I'm fine with that. No, what the fuck? He didn't get... They just randomly? Oh, that's what you meant. Fuck, what am I doing?
Dash. You fucking idiot! Oh my god! 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 Oh
my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Ryan's a fucking idiot! Ryan's
Hold
a
on,
fucking
hold
idiot!
I can do that.
Fuck!
Yeah. Yeah.
The San Jose thing was everybody rapped like they were in the Shapeshifters, but everybody like hated LA.
Everyone did this to their voice,
Yes.
and they went up and went down, and they went down and went up, and then I'm moving my fingers, and I'm talking real weird.
Oh,
What a
rap
time.
hands, homie. You don't want to catch this.
Everyone did this to their voice. They went up and went down, and they went down and went up.
Rap hands, homie. You don't want to catch this.
And this what I'm doing and moving and getting better and better. I heard the Freestyle Fellowship once, and then this happened to me.
Rap hands, homie. You don't want to catch this. Motherfuckers were knocking down some puss with this one. Just looking at a girl in the front row.
They weren't getting no pussy. They wasn't getting no pussy doing that shit.
Fuck the other side, let the shooter slide. 30 in the clip, I load the thing and then I pop some. Fuck the other side, baby, who gon' ride? We with all the shit, and I promise they don't wanna.
Fuck you, you gon' get your hot one too. Feel my rap, 66,000 real folks, strap the push your ass. Fuck you, you gon' get your hot one too. Feel my rap, 66,000 real folks, strap the push
So
your
by the
ass.
day, catch a check.
I flow some more. You know and I know. You know and I know. I flow some more. Some more funky shit like that.
Oh shit, what's good? It's a very special Dirtbag Dan show because it's Friday and it's 4 p.m. But Ruin Your ZAE 2 is tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. And we got some crazy fucking battles lined up. 3 of the guys battling on the card are sitting at the table right here, all the way at the end. Oh my God, you hear all the fucking like blunt phlegm in my throat. All the way in the end. All the way from Chicago, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Human. Studio audience, clap.
What?
We got a studio audience. Studio audience. We have a studio audience. Sitting next to Human, making his return to BOTZ battles. You've seen him battle right here in this building against Chewy. Tomorrow he's battling for the public at RYZ2 Nexus, ladies and gentlemen.
Yo.
Yeah. All the way from Atlanta by way of New Jersey. A veteran in the game, a very talented musician and battle rapper, LottaZay is here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And also, all the way from Houston, Texas, the one and only Blue is here, ladies and gentlemen. Blue is in the building. He's not in the chat. He's in the building. He's
What's
not in the
up, chat?
He's not. He's in the building. See, he's a human being. Pixie's also here.
He's real.
Pixie's back there admiring all the art that she's put up in the studio. We got a whole studio audience today. It's cracking. We're talking about Ruin Your ZAE 2. We got a whole bunch of different battle rap shit to discuss just overall. And we're going to chop it up with these guys in the building. But before we go on, I want to remind you guys one more time. If you want to watch the battles tomorrow, you want to watch the entire card live, because 3 of the battles are free. We like to put battles on free for people. It's like the UFC model. You know what I mean? Like, get them hooked. Let them see. Let them see how good it looks. Avocado's filming. It's all fucking sharp and shit. And they're like, I want to see these other battles. See hella people standing in the background. So, it starts at 5 o'clock. We're going to have 3 free battles. And then at 7 o'clock, the paid portion of the card is going to start. That will only be available to watch if you're a counterproductive patron. So you got to go to patreon.com/counterproductive. Become a patron at the $5 level. And tomorrow when the event's happening, all you do is you go to the post section. There'll be a post that says Ruin Your ZAE 2. Click on that post. There'll be a link in there to watch it live. Just for you.
I recommend buying a plane ticket. It's beautiful as fuck out here.
Yeah, it's nice. It's pretty scenic, I should say. But yeah, I know everybody's super high because we got hella Cali weed in the building. Right off the bat, I was like, LottaZay, you want to eat? And he's like, I just want to smoke some weed, really. Okay.
No lies.
And then we got a human, a cheeseburger the size of his entire face right there.
It was like the size of a baby.
It was like the size of a baby. It was legit.
Make that analogy.
It was a little bigger than Nexus's grinder, which is pretty impressive. It's clearly probably the biggest grinder you've ever seen as well.
We went by Mesquite and Oak, got some peach cobbler.
How big it was. I don't know. But
yeah. It shit was cracking.
It was fancy.
Blue said he made a trip to Mesquite Oak, which are the guys who are barbecuing tomorrow for our event.
Mm-hmm.
I just checked in with them. They are good to go. Everything's ready to rock. So not only is it a session, if you are going to come to the event live, it's only $10 to get in. Not only is it a session, which means there'll be booths set up, vendors selling flour, edibles, and we got super fly barbecue on deck. And live battles. It's a fucking incredible situation. The flyer has the address at the bottom of the flyer. I keep telling fucking people that. I don't know. People are like, where is it? I'm like, oh, you know where it says it is on the fucking flyer?
It's been there for over 15 years.
Yeah, it's been there. It's not moved. I posted the flyer today and I just circled the address hella big and like posted it up. So hopefully people will dig that. Yeah, MC Dammit is back, Steve. Dammit is battling Cypher 209 tomorrow. So it's going to be crazy. The card is, from the bottom to the top, we have Rhine versus MK. We have Nexus versus Aries coming all the way from New York. We have Rub-a-Tongue making his BOTZ debut versus Digo. All 3 of those battles are free. Then we have 5 battles for $5. Those battles include MC Dammit versus Cypher 209. You got Night the Poet versus Showcase. That's a crazy battle. LottaZay versus EK. Reverse Live versus Human. And the title match, Incredible versus Mad Flex. So
Human, get your mic closer.
Oh yeah, you grab it, pick it up. That's what I'm telling you.
Well, y'all can't hear me.
I just grab the mic and pull it closer to your face. Trust them. You can lift it. Come on, with the muscles. Yeah, yeah,
chat
yeah.
never lies.
But dude, sometimes like Cody will just like hear you on it like this, and then they could definitely hear you. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, okay.
Hey Dan, I like how you got the type bigger. Last time I was here, nobody could read this thing because it was A, smoky, but B, it was like tiny font. I can read everything.
I'm gonna just say all around that like man, we were barely functioning when you were here last time. We were barely you were here for like, it was like, God bless you for being here and doing that battle. Shouts out to you and Chewy, because we were barely fucking functioning. And now, I mean, like, we are fully functioning now. Look at that shit. We look sharp as fuck. We're streaming live. Everybody could fucking hear us, except for Human, because he's got the mic hella far away from his face. We're doing good things, guys.
We got MK in the chat saying he's going to 3-0 Ryan.
All right, MK, the God. But with a DA instead of a THA. Shouts out to my dude, MK. He said, I'm bringing the Florida Follicle 4 to the ZAE. All right, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. Nike the Poet, not KG the Poet. Shouts out to KG, though. Ralph, what's good, my guy? Before we go any further and continue to talk about this battles, I got to stroke my own dick for 5 seconds because I made an entire movie and released it on the fucking internet yesterday. I want to say, I say yesterday, but I really mean like this morning at like 3 a.m. We dropped this shit right here, which is 10 gram Van Damme. I'll just play you the little intro crip. I say crip, huh? Shouts out to Gucci. And then I say Gucci instead of Geechee. All right, check it out. Your boy's been smoking weed all day. Let's get it. This is just a little taste of what 10 gram Van Damme looks like. It's all 4 tracks off of the new project. Get it, get it, get it, JCVD. And those 2 dudes are hella pissed. But basically,
what's that from, Dan?
That's from Angel Cop.
Oh shit, that's gory.
And then the songs start, and we got awesome music videos. Here's a little clip from one of my favorite videos. This is from Tenfold.
Birds get the curb like Larry Johnson. Tell her don't touch, make it very awkward. All year round out in Paris, mobbing sideshow with the Louis Flair chop. Let's go. You see a mask on my head, better duck. I'll put a rack on your head like a buck. I'll put them racks on your head like a truck. I want it all and it never enough.
Look at that double green screen action. Your boy went ham on this.
Corner start letting loose. Searching the pots for the residue. I want the work and the revenue. Spaghetti, I knew to your top.
Ooh, look at that shit.
We were jamming that on the way out here.
Look at this complicated double key scenario that I set up here. I got fire inside Cody's face. Shoju Azumi going on in the background. I fucking
bust like 3D on the
yeah.
You edit all this yourself?
Yeah, I edited.
Oh, that's very
well.
impressive.
I'll say this: I did the bass edits, and then Everybody Knows came in, and he added all this crazy like the subtitles and some of the like.
Is the subtitles? Is that? Did he translate it? So it says it's like so someone is.
He translated it. He translated it in Google. He didn't do it. He doesn't. He does not speak Japanese or Chinese or whatever language this is in. But I believe it's Japanese because I think he said like he's got a homie from Japan who like he wanted to be able to understand the videos, so he like fucking started doing the subtitle things. But yeah, EK does a lot of like the extra flair stuff on top. And I did the bass edits. He did some of the solo sections himself, but it was definitely a team effort. But yeah, this is people be asking me. They're like, "How did you learn how to do this?" I'm like, "Oh, I went to school. I got a fucking degree." So, but yeah, this is like the culmination of all my work. I think of everything like cool that I've ever done in my life. All the rapping, all the video editing, and it's like a look into my like twisted mind. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, what would I like? What do I think is cool? Mm-hmm. This stuff, very dark and creepy stuff. You know what I mean?
Project out the side of your head onto the wall.
Yeah, it's just like my ear movie playing all the violent shit that is like I see and I'm like, oh, I want to put that in a video like immediately. And that's what the coolest thing about this is now whenever I get clips for like, or whenever I see clips on like Facebook or Instagram or anything, I'm always like immediately thinking like, what did I tell you? I was like, I seen this video of the Chinese.
They were shooting at the police with
yeah,
lasers or
they're
something?
Chinese protesters, and they're like, Chinese protesters are on a whole nother level. Shouts out to Nexus coming through. Can you explain to these guys what this is exactly?
It's fire.
Yo, that one is just a king palm and some of our Fresh Coast cannabis rolled up in it. But what I brought here is shouts out my boy Sergio, who hand rolls all of these. Cerner cigars.
Yes.
Which is what we're gonna spark up. Speaking of which, that looks like you got kind of like the end of 1 year. You should spark this one up.
Fire. But I think this is tight too because this is like, these are crazy. We smoked these last time.
Look at the
they
keef
got the
on that.
glass tips. They got the keef. They got wax inside. So yeah, it's a crazy thing. But this is cool because it's in a palm leaf and it's got corn husk crutch. So it's very natural. What was I saying before I got caught up in all this weed?
We were talking about your videos.
Oh, anytime I see I seen this clip of the Chinese protesters, and the Chinese protesters, they shoot lasers at the cops so the cops can't use facial recognition software to like fucking get them later. So you just see like these cops standing there in full riot gear and their hella lasers are just hitting all over them. I was like, damn, I seen that one day too late. Like that would have been,
right?
Yeah, the hella would have been in the fucking video. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's cool. I'm glad you guys dig it. I'm glad you guys dig the music. I really fucking enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed making it. All around, and there will be 2 more volumes of this. We are halfway finished with our Death Dealers Anonymous project as it is in its entirety. Like I want to do 4-track EPs and have one single video for each EP. You know what I mean? So it's like at the end of the day, we'll have 4 movies that make up like a box set. You know what I mean? It'll be an hour of video, you know, an hour of music and a whole, and you probably think I'm a crazy person at the end of the day. I just want people to think I'm fucking nuts. So.
Dude, you've always had fire music videos, and I think it's great to see you in the actual producer's chair. Just like you.
Thank you.
I can see you all up in this video.
I was gonna say I cannot take credit for any of my previous music videos except for this one.
You're totally directing this, and
yeah,
it's amazing.
I do like. I guess I've always like directed music videos because a lot of times I'll be the one that like is coming up with the idea or whatever.
Concepts.
There's an ashtray right there or right here, but that's only some of the times, and I definitely like I'm not editing, I'm not filming, but this is me shooting the shit, this is me editing the shit. We wrote the music. It's definitely a team effort, but it's like it's all me, it's all Cody, it's all EK, a whole bunch of people in this shit. So I hope you guys like it. It's on the channel. If you can, copy the link and repost it for your friends because I think anybody would like this if they've seen it. I just don't think it's so hard to get people to watch shit nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, how do you stop yourself from getting caught in the sea of like releases of good music too, not just shitty stuff? Like, there's a whole bunch of good stuff that comes out at once, and you just want to be in the rotation. You know what I mean?
Intent spans are priceless these days.
I'll tell you what. I think it's consistency. I think if we consistently keep dropping good shit like this, by the time we get to the 4th one, people will have seen the first 2 or 3 and they'll have a good idea and they'll be excited. So I'm stoked. All right. Let me get off my own fucking wiener for a second, right? Let's shift gears and see what my man Snubnose has got going on real fast.
Shout out Tony Lastro. He's talking about how good the King Palms are.
Mm-hmm. Tony's the homie too. He's a friend of the show. All right, let's check this out. Let's see what my man's Snubnose is talking about.
Is y'all louder in that chair?
What do we got going?
This one's priceless.
Charlie Clips Duck Hunt.
Bow! Bow!
Woo.
Bow! 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 Bow!
This shit is like it's mind-boggling. This shit is like it's mind-boggling. Like it's mind-boggling.
He's crazy.
Oh shit! Shouts out to Snubnose for that one.
God bless Snubnose.
I like that. That was hilarious.
That fool said it's mind-boggling. Oh, Snubnose, he's got it in for Charlie Clips lately. I think that's the second back-to-back Charlie Clips video. I'll be both happy and sad when that shit happens to me. I'll be like, oh hell yeah, I got videos, and I'll be like, I don't know why People keep making videos of me. I must be a goddamn fool. But shouts out to Snubnose. Once again, one of the best motherfuckers in the business doing this shit for just for your entertainment. So please go subscribe to Snubnose Media. The guy is fucking insane. And goddamn, so is this fucking Serna cigar. Taste this shit.
Yeah, that's on Instagram at Serna Cigars, SERNA cigars. It's really
What kind of flowers in there?
This one is glue and cookies.
Okay.
But our last batch was like tangy cookies.
My favorite.
Yeah, but I could taste the glue for sure. Very nice, very nice, super tasty. Okay. While we're talking to you, Nexus, let's talk about your battle tomorrow. You're battling Aries.
Yeah.
Coming all the way from New York.
Yeah.
Aries has had nothing but good performances out here, and he's such. I love having Aries on the card because he's so clearly not a California battle rapper. Like he's so clearly a New York battle rapper, clearly. And like it's. I just love that. Like, you know, I've always have this like. UFC 1 vision of like battles where I want to put together this, or like Street Fighter, you know what I mean, where you want these different people from all over the globe that have completely different styles. And I think like the New York style is like the OG most classic. That's like the Ryu in Street Fighter style, you know what I mean? What is it like preparing for someone like that? I mean, you've clearly never battled anyone like that before, right? I mean, Chewy's wildly different.
Yeah, Chewy, preparing for like Chewy, who's like my personal homie, compared to preparing for someone I don't know at all is definitely different, especially because I could only find one battle from him with White Widow Hayes.
Oh, okay.
So all like, you know, but also I didn't want to really do a shitload of research. I'm not, you know, so
I think
that's
also I think at this stage in the game, it does you a disservice, because I think you got to know who your opponent is so that you could write some things that are relevant to your opponent. But at the same time, if you're going to go into a bunch of personals about someone who doesn't have a bunch of battles, or people don't have a lot of information on, then it's not going to hit in the way you want it to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I think people watch battles on bigger names and they think, oh, like this is how this guy's doing it, so that's how I'm supposed to do it. But realistically, it's like you set yourself up for failure if you go too personal like that. You know what I mean?
And then I don't have to pull any punches, because like even my against Chewy is like, I'm not going to talk about your money, your life, or your music. Like, I'm not going to talk about any of his personal shit. That'd be like, he's like, I'm going to go to his pad and smoke next week. Like,
yeah, exactly.
So definitely it's going to, like, my third is definitely like a lot more open.
Hell yeah. That means he's going in. Well, I know Aries is going in too. Like, he's a traditional battle rapper in the sense that like he always has bars about his opponent, and he's always there to fucking win. So I'm looking forward to that one. That's a really good battle. You actually dropped some music to promote the battle, which is pretty fucking awesome. I was gonna play this track.
No, that's not the. I can send you the.
I thought okay.
I have a song about that like has some Aries disses in it, but
that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought this was right here.
Song I'm promoting, which thanks for putting on. Look,
let's do this. Let's play this. And then what I will do is I will link the video of the song where you have the Aries bars in it in the video description. So if you guys want to hear more music from Nexus, there will be a link in the video description. But this is some new music from Nexus. Always excited that we got battlers that produce music. Me and Human were talking about this before you guys got there. It's like this was originally the formula, or I think it was actually me and LottaZay they were talking about it. The West Coast guys always had music attached.
Packaged. Always package the music with the battles.
Got to. And
in the earlier days,
like,
battles
even like
was
back
the way
to the
of promotion.
non-perishables, like it's like,
I mean that's exactly what I mentioned. It was like a collectiveness. You know what I'm saying?
Like rappers wanted to battle to promote their album, promote
their
skills.
Exactly. That was like how we started out.
That's how it started out.
But then when battling became more popular than music in some senses, like you could say that there are some underground hip hop artists that aren't as popular as battle rappers. So if that was like the lane that you were going to aspire to, then you could be like, look, I have more success doing battles than I would doing this. True. So I think that it was a lot of the focus shifted, and then you started to see more people who didn't even rap but just did battles, you know what I mean, which is a weird thing. So it's I appreciate battlers like Nexus that are a throwback to having something more than just fucking the battle to promote. Absolutely. You know what I mean?
Right. I got a cop one of these, homie. This is fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Certain
is that a glass filter?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's big as fuck too.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like that thick. It's fucking crazy. That's why it's like You get a big old pull off that shit because it's wide open. You know what I mean?
It looks like a penguin mouth. I was fascinated.
I haven't heard that one before.
It's like B-Real's Funky Pill tips.
What? Where do you get the glass tips from? Do you have someone hand rolling for you? Or?
I get the glass tips from a glass wholesale distributor in downtown LA.
Okay, cool.
But then they have to get hand rolled. Yeah, you can't machine roll.
No, yeah, I know. They're clearly like someone clearly made it.
Yeah, my boy Sergio, he's on Instagram, Serge McGurge 714. You can hit him up. He does other custom roll jobs if you pay him.
That's fire. Yeah, the it's always good to have the tip on there. It's like fucking.
I like those, but I've been working with. I've been fucking with these cotton filters.
Yeah.
They're like damn near like the cigarettes, and catch a whole lot of the tar and shit.
I feel like they're like where I'm smoking a cigarette. Like I don't want the tar, right? But when I'm smoking weed, I want all that shit to go into my lungs. You know what I mean? It's like I need all the weed. I'm like I don't want to leave. If I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, that shit could have been coating the inside of my body. What the fuck is that about?
Yeah, I do it if I'm spliffing. If I'm smoking straight weed.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, if I was smoking straight weed, I want like a cardboard filter or some shit like the corn husk.
That's so funny, and I'm thinking too is like I smoke blunts like straight no filter all the fucking time. Yeah. So that's why like it's fucking gross.
Do you put tobacco in that little bong?
I roll what I like to call a belushi, which is where I take a little bit of weed and I put like equal parts weed, wax, and keef, and I wrap it in a fucking blunt wrap, and then I stuff it in
blunt
the
wrap. No. See, you took me with a hard left right there, man. I thought you were just like, no, it's just a bunch of weed stuff.
No.
And then I wrap it up in a bunch of
and then I put that fucking hard Fronta all over that bitch.
Not
just
even like normal tobacco Fronta. That was like people a headache.
Yep.
God damn.
Yeah, homie, it's pretty trashy thing to do, but you know what I mean, like that you do what you got to do.
Bango, what up?
I really like the funky field tip method though. I think that's the fucking business. I'm gonna play this song while we fucking smoke this shit.
Hey, shout out to Tony again, though. This guy is spitting facts.
Big Luch,
Tony,
Lucho in the chat.
Lucho, what's good, Lucho? We hope hopefully we see you tomorrow, man. It's gonna be cracking.
Come out.
I'm going to mute. No, I can't. I can't mute the mic. No, I can't mute the mics. Yeah, I'm going to turn down the mics while we're playing the song so that you don't hear us talking while we're playing the song. And then we will continue our fucking Ruin Your ZAE 2 discussion. You bitch. Here's a song from Nexus. It's called New Supplier. Let all the homies know that we're live right now because we're live at a strange time. So repost the link and all that good shit. I'm talking to all you motherfuckers in the chat. Also, like the video. Subscribe. If you're not a subscriber, and click the bell for notifications. Yeah.
He said, but no tobacco. He says it's not complete without.
Smoking with my music riding. Hey, smoking with my music riding. Who the highest, who the flyest? I bet you the pilot. Oh, you need a new supplier? I said, who was buying 1,000 units? I just moved them. I get too excited. Money coming through the wire. Now we clearly see who grinding. You had to film it when you said it. They thought you was lying. Oh, you need a new supplier? I said, who was buying 1,000 units? I just moved them. I get too excited. Money coming through the wire.
I'm just grinding down the 5, I keep on riding, leave my vibe on. Like, cause I ain't even trying, leave my stops and ask yo who is buying. I be ballin', no denying, smoking loud when I roll around, you smell my sound, yeah. Smallest move a pound, yeah. I won't flip a quarter, best but north the border. Too much trips, I post, they get reported. All my line, they bitchin', 100 pounds, dog, what's the ticket? Hour till I flip it. I ain't waiting, keep it moving, making moves with Triz and Chewy. Fresh Coast Nexus bread, that's how we do it. Every month 1,000 units, 40 bands made in a month. Living all my dreams out at once. I'm not mean, I'm just honest, they just call me blunt.
Smoking with my music riding. Who the highest, who the flyest? I bet you the pilot. Oh, you need a new supplier? I said, who was buying 1,000 units? I just moved them. I get too excited. Money coming through the wire. Now we clearly see who grinding. You had to film it when you said it. They thought you was lying.
Shouts out to Chewy on the hook.
You need a new supplier? I said, who was buying 1,000 units? I just moved them. I get too excited. Money coming through the wire.
I got a pack and anything louder than that.
Don't ask me about where I'm at. Facts is all I be putting on wax. I gotta sit back and relax, react. What's happening, handling that. Get them back if they have to attack. And it's that we gon' slap anybody who act. And be back and get out of attack. Focus, all we be doing is smoking. And all we be doing is rolling. Holding on dope to keep floating emotions. They know if I quoted, I wrote it as potent. They know if I gotta keep going. They know that I gotta keep rolling. We molded the dope with some multi and smoking. Anybody who smoking is choking.
Smoking with my music riding. Who the highest, who the flyest? I bet you the pilot. Or you need a new supplier? I said who was buying 1,000 units.
Shouts out my dude Triz saying Mota mid verse. I love that shit. Chewy on the hook, right?
Yeah, Chewy's on the hook.
All right. That one's fire. That's new
Fucking
supplier.
Thank you.
Fire.
My man's Nexus, and goddamn, these fucking blunts are spectacular. So you should definitely come out to Ruin Your ZAE 2 tomorrow and pick up one of these fucking things.
Most def.
At the very least.
Out of this,
sure. What?
You're selling those?
Yeah, I sell those.
Yeah, it's crazy. You could just like sell weed.
Hey, how much do you think that would go for? Like just if you had to guess.
If you had to guess, how much do you think?
No one say any price.
Remember? No. Keep in mind.
I'm from here. I'm from Cali.
Keep in mind, human. I'm gonna give you a
No hints.
No, I'm not gonna give him a hint. I'm just gonna tell him to keep in mind we were at the club earlier and there was a pre-roll that had hash and keef in it, and it was $22 was a pre-roll. And that was a joint. That wasn't a blunt. It was probably half the amount of weed and hash in this, maybe even a third. You know,
I would have guessed 50.
I guess like 25.
You guess who's guessed 50?
I would have guessed 50.
You have a guess?
I would say about like $60.
Damn, $50-$60 down. Thank you guys. Nah, our higher end ones we sell for 15, and then our lower end ones we sell for 10.
That's
I'll take 10.
Crazy.
I'll be here for a couple days. I'll take 10.
Any price you guys find at any club.
That
or
is fucking crazy.
You asked me the price
That is
question 'cause
fucking
it
crazy.
was gonna blow my mind.
Yeah, dude, that was crazy. That blew my mind though, because I kind of thought it was closer to 25-30. That's what I thought it was, which is still like a fucking deal, bro.
No, we do have like a tie stick version, and like I really like we could roll you because like it wouldn't come in this.
Yeah.
We have a humidor. So we like that's a cigar box that
Yeah.
keeps the backwoods. That's why the backwoods still.
No, I seen it. Yeah, you came last time. We had a picture of it online, and motherfuckers were like, "What is that?"
We can roll like a 3 gram one and
Yeah.
like 2 grams of wax. You know, so there is a bigger option, but like the one we're smoking, the one that we most commonly make, those are the 10, 15.
I'm telling you though that at the club, the little plastic fucking tube with the joint paper with the hash and the fucking keef in it is $22, and that's like before tax. It's like they're hitting you for a $30 joint when you leave that bitch.
Hey, how much weed is in this?
Like 2 grams.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's easy. I was gonna say like a
these
gram
ones
and a
are
half.
2 grams. We got new packaging with these glass tubes. We fit 2 grams in them.
Fire. It's all about like the packaging being the.
It seems like more than 2
the
grams.
limit. It's like, oh, we couldn't fit more weed in here.
It's because there's wax and keef. It burns slower.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
that's fucking true. And when you get down to the end too, you start to fucking feel that.
This
shit.
one's 4.
Hey, still Steve. The second verse was Triz.
Yes, second verse was Triz. Shouts out to Triz, legend, motherfucking, and a good friend of the Dirtbag Dance Show. We've done a ton of music with Triz and Chewy.
Play that track where he's sending the diss.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna link it in the video description.
We'll play tonight. Triz is playing a show tonight at the Riverside Municipal Auditorium. He's headlining that shit. So if you're in Riverside, go see that.
No shit.
Yeah.
Headlining in Riverside. That's fire.
It's a huge ass venue too.
The
dude.
IE's own.
It's like one of the biggest venues out there I know.
How far is Riverside?
Oh, it's far. It's
8 hours.
Yeah.
from where we
But
are right
I'll
now.
tell you what, Triz is fucking on right now. It's great to see like the guy having a lot of success because he stuck to his guns, remained independent, always has done what he wanted to do with the music. You know what I mean?
Shout out Triz, Chewy, and everyone in BBP.
Yeah, they both did 24/8s, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You need to bring that back, Dan.
I did. We started to, man.
That
it's just
shit
like
is fire.
I want to. I definitely want
All the
to.
way down the filter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's an ashtray right there in front of you too.
Oh,
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Moving right along, guys. We got a whole lot of shit to talk about tonight. Let's get into some actual battle rap news before we talk about our own event. You know what I mean?
Wait. Let's play that diss track.
All right, let's do it. Where is it?
I texted it to you.
Okay, you text me the link.
I just texted you like the MP3 to it.
All right, like right now or like in
like
the past?
Like in the past. It'll
Okay,
be like
cool.
in the. You have an iPhone. You click
Yeah,
the little eye on top.
yeah. And I got what I also got to do is text it to myself too, so I can get it off my phone or email it to myself. So, but we'll do that right now. because why not? And
This
I'm sure
guy-
Aries is gonna hit you back with a fucking diss.
This guy
And
with
I'll tell you what,
paranoia.
Aries, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you make a diss track, we will certainly play it on the show.
This guy, the
Definitely. That's how we do
paranoia,
that shit.
keeps saying that I wrote about Death Dealers Anonymous. But
Yeah.
I just learned about it today. Dan put me on.
Yeah. Oh man.
Played me,
Let's
the
see how many
video
last
album.
minute edits you can do then.
Yeah. But humans got all night to write Death Dealers Anonymous bars, so we'll see what happens for sure. I'm super looking forward to that battle, but we'll talk about that more in a second. I'm trying to figure out how to fucking operate my iPhone to fucking find the shit that Nexus.
You want me to send it to you?
Got Nerg in the chat.
Yeah, send it to me again.
H-Town.
You know, it would be way easier if you emailed it to me.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, email it to dirtbagdantv@gmail.com, which is my email, guys. If you want to fucking harass me about anything, that's public and in the world. While we wait for that, let's talk about this real fast. Big news in the world of battle rap, ladies and gentlemen.
Big.
We got an update about the probably the biggest event in the history of battle rap, which is going down next weekend. URL's throwing this like insane 2-on-2 bash with some of the biggest names in battle rap. The biggest team on that being, of course, Loaded Hollows, which is Hollow and Loaded Lux. I had opportunity to kick it with those guys in LA a couple weeks ago. I'm just going to tell you right now, they are very fucking prepared
That's a
for this
fire
battle.
watch too.
What? Oh, the battle. Yeah, that's one of the
they
best.
They watched their battle.
That's one of the best fucking
watches ever.
Watches ever for
Yeah,
sure.
fire.
And then, so they were initially going to battle Sue Surf and Tay Rock.
What happened?
Sue Surf was arrested, according to
Oh,
a Vlad article I read. He was arrested with a magazine and obviously not a Playboy.
Vlad
A
be
magazine
snitching on
and some weed. Fucking, it's always when you hear that, you're like, oh my god, you
Yeah.
fucking arrested for some weed. What
Yeah,
the fuck? You
it's
got arrested for
ridiculous.
some weed and something that you can't kill somebody with at all. Just a fucking a part of a gun that you can't do fucking anything with. It's so much fucking bullshit.
It's ridiculous.
But you were talking to me. You could kind of shed some light on Jersey and like legally like how much rougher it is there for people that end up in that situation where you're like,
first of all, like the gun laws, they don't play with that shit. You get caught with a gun, you're going to jail for a long time.
which is extra fucked
You
up
know
if
what
you
I'm
think
saying?
about it, considering like it's a fucking dangerous ass place to live.
Yeah, it is. Especially Newark, where Sue Surf and Shotgun Suge is from, is just like every worst neighborhood you could think of in every state. Newark is.
Yeah, it's the kind of place you need a gun.
Yeah, you need a gun. You need a gun out there. You know what I'm saying? And though it's called I'm not sure the exact word. It's called it's a certain word for it, but it's somewhere where you get locked up in New Jersey. There's no bail.
That's
and stuff
crazy.
like that. So like
Oh, shit. Hold on.
it pretty much goes off of, I guess, like what kind of offense you have.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean, the severity of it.
And
you know
then
what I'm saying?
when you're if you're a felon, you have anything related to firearms, then it's like a firearm offense.
Yeah.
And if you have weed, then it's like compounded because it's a drug charge with a firearm charge.
Yeah.
It's kind of fucking ridiculous.
We have something like that in Texas. Like if you
Hey, what's the weed laws like in Texas? Because I always hear like it's really bad.
You can have a gun on your hip, like open carry.
Yeah, I know the gun laws in
You
Texas.
don't even
Like
have
you
to
can have a
register
gun on
your
like
gun,
your
but
truck.
if you have weed on you with your gun, they'll get you with a felony charge, and you'll have to fight to get your firearm
back.
right.
But you could be
Yeah.
fucking. You could have a gun and a fucking bottle of whiskey. like
that
legit,
sounds way more dangerous.
Legit legal to have alcohol in a gun,
Yeah.
but you can't have weed in a gun. You're gonna get so high, you're gonna shoot somebody in the fucking face. man.
There's more guns
tricky.
than
They're
people
gonna
in
try
Texas.
to forcibly arrest somebody for having weed in a gun, but they're gonna overstep their boundaries and get shot. And it's gonna be a mix-up. It's like who is the jackass?
Yeah. It's fucked.
Jackassery.
Moral of the story is that Sue Surf is going to be unable to battle at this event next weekend because, like you said, there's no bail. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He's not in a position
That's
where he
crazy.
can get out.
Yeah.
So they just announced today that Chess is going to replace Sue Surf in this battle. So it's going to be Chess and Tay Rock.
How do y'all feel about that?
I mean, like it's a bummer, right? But I think either way, it's going to be an interesting battle. I think a lot of people are in it with no disrespect to Surf or Tay-Rock, but I think a lot of people are in it to see Hollow and Lux work together.
Most of.
That being said, I think the burden is on them to be spectacular. So there's like an underdog advantage that was always lent to
a fire under that
to Surf and Rock, and now even more because now it's like less preparation, a new guy. So it'll be really interesting to see if somehow Chess and Rock are able to like pull it together and have a really cohesive like performance that looks like they've been preparing. Then they're going to get bonus points on that. Like the people are going to react to it more than they are to, you know, Hollow and Lux being amazing because they're always fucking amazing.
Yeah, and I feel like also like the reason why people were more so attracted to this battle is because Sue Surf and Tay-Rock have a chemistry together.
Yeah.
So
okay, that was why this battle made sense.
That's exactly why it made sense. So to put Chess in there is it's a very good look for him. If he steps up to the plate and he proves everybody wrong, this could pretty much clean his slate for everything.
Any bad performance, any no-show, it'll put him right back in a main page position to be battling on the big stage against anybody, really. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
how do you think if you were saying that Hollow and Loaded are real prepared, or when you saw them, how do you think it's gonna mix it up for their like? Do you think they had a whole round for Surf, and now Chess is there, so that whole round is just like gone? And they now because they might be on short notice too. You know, like how much of it do you think is like still usable?
Go ahead. They should have postponed it.
I think the outside implications of everything that's going on with Surf, it like won't to some degree overshadow it, but I feel like it'll like take a hit. Like the battle will have to take a hit from what it was.
Yeah,
to some degree.
Well, people are like you just said. People are gonna be. They're gonna be like, if there's any kind of lack of performance on Hollow and Lux's part, they're gonna be like, oh, well, clearly they had bars for Surf that they couldn't use. They had to put shit together last minute. And then obviously, if there's any kind of lack of teamwork element between Chess and Rock, they're going to be like, oh, well, they've only been able to practice for 2 weeks or whatever.
We don't know how close they are in real life and how that's affecting.
Exactly. And that's the thing that always tripped me out. Like, if I didn't see Hollow and Lux like kicking it together, spending time working on the shit, and I didn't get to hear any bars, obviously, but like they were working on it. So, like, I know they're prepared, but to me, when it's like, you can't just put two motherfuckers that are good together. So I'm like really excited to see Geechee and Rum Nitty together on this card because they're the two best dudes I think in the world right now.
Yeah, that's just an unstoppable team. Like,
but it's like they don't kick it, so like how unstoppable can it be? Like I feel like me like people when me and Caustic did a 2-on-2, it came out really well, and people were like surprised by it, and I was like, why? I kick it with this fool all the time. There's some people that I think I match well with just because we're the homies. You know, like me and Reverse. You guys say like we sound good on tracks together.
You and Caustic are fire on tracks together too.
We know, like I know how these fools rap.
Fucking crazy.
I know how these fools rap. They know how I rap. We could go back and forth like that. So like
the homie. That's my homie right there at Theodore Moy, my homie Bang. What up, boy?
What up?
Shout out to
he right. He's right. He should have been Brizza Ave, definitely.
That's replaced instead of Chess.
Briz is definitely would have been a better choice.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. I'm glad they didn't postpone the battle because I think so much of the strength of this event rests on the Hollow and Lux.
Yeah, but
pairing.
Hollow and Lux could have easily picked up a short notice battle against two other people.
Yeah, like if they took Rock all the way out and then just had another two people come in.
This battle.
That's interesting.
I think they don't feel like nobody else deserves that.
Also,
battle.
I guess Rock the deposit. You know, I bet they wouldn't want to just like. You know,
there you go.
They would probably be out cash that way too. If
I'm sure. Also, what you said, who else deserves the fucking battle? You can't just give that fucking battle to anybody.
You could.
I think. Okay, here's an interesting thing. Do you think it wasn't Chess or Av because? Or I mean, do you think it wasn't Briz or Av because Chess and Rock already have like some kind of dynamic together that they know about, and that when they gave Rock a choice, he chose Chess? Like he said, okay, fine, he's out. I'm gonna take Chess then because I know I can do something with Chess.
Yeah, I could see them having chemistry.
Or like even like kick it or like have our homies in some way. You know what I mean?
I mean, they'd have to have that at least some kind of relatability outside of battle rap.
Yeah, exactly. Well, why would you pick Chess of all people? I'm not no slight at Chess, but like
I mean, like possibly their sense of humor, like for example, maybe their personalities click. For example,
okay,
I mean,
like the source.
I thought you were saying Smack's sense of humor for a second. He's like, ha, take Chess.
Well, since we
Greg could have picked that up.
Well, I wasn't. Well, they could. I think they would have done well. But I'm saying they weren't close geographically. Yeah. You know, Greg was in Oregon back then, and Pete was in the Bay.
Yeah,
and they were still like Geechee and Rom and Chess and Rock. I think I don't think they have to be close, like geographically.
No,
I think
hard
as long as they're like they have that chemistry, I think that's all that matters. Because how many years were Greg and Pete like unbeatable?
But that would have been someone that could have picked it up short notice.
Yeah. I think it definitely has a lot to do with chemistry because we know this is definitely something that no matter how it went down, it had to be Rock's choice probably at the last minute.
There you go.
So it probably had a lot to do with how he felt they would probably vibe. And I totally forgot. I think Briz teamed up with T-Top.
Yeah.
I don't know if they on the card, but I know that they would more likely be
yeah, or if it's like one of them's not going to split to be on a team with another dude, since then like if there were going to be a team or like think about this, if this or when this event is successful because URL is like kind of consistently knocking shit out of the park, especially since they got Avo in the driver's seat, they're going to want to do more of these 2-on-2 events. So like if that's a team, then you don't want to use that team now or break up that team
yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's an interesting situation. What's crazy is it doesn't make me any less interested in the event.
Yeah, I'm still
whole
interested.
Fire.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. They said Mook and Caligo versus T-Top and Briz. That's
crazy.
That's
because like I feel like you have to be like a new fan if you looked at that whole card and was only interested in one battle after.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, even having looking forward to that battle the most, which I clearly was. I'm still now.
That's
I'm like,
fair.
It's like fuck. It's like if like a UFC fight gets like the guy drops out because of injury and then they replace it with another badass fight. You're like, oh, or it's like, and it's I don't know, like, or an interesting one at least, right? Because that's what this is to me. Like, why is Chess here? Like, what is happening? like I need to know. I want to see
like
more.
Gohan.
Yeah.
Rising to the occasion.
Yeah, fucking A. I'm into it. So I'm looking forward to this one a bunch. Thank you,
like
Pixie. Bang. Beers, anybody? Water? All right, we're fucking we out here living. I'm just gonna tell you right now. we out here living.
It's beautiful. The weather is just so amazing.
Chief and Keith.
All right, let's slap this Nexus diss track. And like I said, open invitation to Aries. We will if we play one, we got to play the other. And anytime
make that
anybody basically, if y'all battle for the league and you want to promote your music, hit me up and we will do that through the podcast. Because like I said, I'm a strong proponent of having something more than just the battle to promote at the end of the day. And this motherfucker got the battle, the music, and some fly ass fucking fire pre-rolled fucking ciggies in this bitch. Fuck.
I'm getting some of those.
This shit.
I just wanna rap, smoking and I laugh while I rollin' in the back. Homies call me Pax, every state I had another tax. Out east and they dropping 5 racks. Going on the tour, tickets moving bodies on the floor. Selling out, they asking for some more. Lines at the door, Cali to New York. Killer from the Gold State, booking dates. Drop the post, they look away. Every stream I'm getting paid, listen laugh, you just shot me cash either way. Please let me hear what the haters say. Play again, please let me hear what the haters say. Tomorrow's just a day, wait, tomorrow turns to day. Yeah, tomorrow's never getting here. Stars never fall when you travel around the world. Strapped by my side with no one but my girl. Out to the shows, yeah, that's called the travel life. Got us up right after 5, killing kids the battle life. August 3rd, Aries dies, rest in peace, there another fairy lies. DBD just serving plates, food, biggest rappers get late. Next time make them on my level lane. Next time make them on my level lane.
Violently rude about shit. I seen you Yeah, shouts out to diss tracks existing in the world, getting the kind of response and attention that they deserve all the time. Like even like Remy Ma puts out a diss track and everyone's like, "Oh, that shit's fire." Nah, not really. But we're all happy to hear people fucking dissing each other. You know what I'm saying?
Coast probably had the wildest diss track.
Oh yeah, all the way from like fucking. That's why I fucked your bitch. That's how you start a song like that. That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker. You're like, whoa,
DJ Quick told MC8, I never had my dick sucked by a man before, but you such a bitch. And at that point, I was like, damn.
What? Like, where's this going?
He's verging on to a different level of disrespect. Like, damn, whatever the fuck. I thought I was on, like, shit.
I wasn't willing to take it to that place. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
it wasn't beef if it wasn't that. Goddamn.
Dude, look how fucking smoky it is in here.
I was just about to say, yeah, I'm gonna successfully hotbox this place every time I pull up, man. I promise you that.
I was gonna say earlier, it reminds me of Nexus's battle that was in here.
There
was like this, there was like a wall of smoke coming from his side.
It's just hella funny because it's like I looked at the screen like a little bit ago and I was like, ah man, that shit looks really good. It's really sharp. And then I looked back at the screen like right now and I was like, it's fucking really blurry. And I was like, oh wait, really, that's all smoke. Fucking.
The Paranoid said, "What's your favorite diss track?" My favorite diss track, Jadakiss, for his shit for 50. Goddamn Checkmate.
Okay, Checkmate. Yeah, that's a good one.
Was good. Oh my god, that shit.
Man,
so many of them.
Shit was concise.
Yeah, man, it's hard. Fuck, it's hard to pick one off top. But I'd have to say that Hit 'Em Up is the most impactful one for sure. Like if I'm just being honest with myself,
that's probably my number 2. Definitely.
I mean, like it's the rawest like individual one. What's the Ice Cube one?
No Vaseline.
No Vaseline is also like is a super.
Those tracks kind of gotta go in the diss track Hall of Fame. Those kind of don't count. Like
have you guys heard it? Hobson Don't Mind. I think 8 when he's going after his like manager, his old manager.
It was entertaining. I wouldn't put it in my 50.
I wouldn't put it in my 50. I wouldn't put it in my 50. Yeah, plus it's like, don't battle a motherfucker who can't battle you back. Like, I got no time for that shit. Like, unless your manager gonna come up with a track and be like, yo, your fucking feet stink. And you was always fucking up. You was always fucking ugly bitches on tour. Like, that's what I want to hear.
If I had to pick something personal,
when I was young,
I would say
like angry.
Twista when he came at Bone.
Oh, the Twista Bone Thug diss? Fire.
Yeah.
You know which was like a kind of like a subtle one that was super like is the Tupac and Biggie and the or the Tupac and Bone Thugs and the Biggie and Bone Thugs songs, and you just measure them against each other when they came. You know what I mean? Because they came out within like a year of each other, like 6 months of each other, and you'd be like, I don't know which one's better. It's Bone and Biggie.
Oh shit! My number 3,
the one with the shotgun sound in it. I was like, fuck with that.
What super? That's Stillmatic freestyle. What was it? Over Paid in Full. What was it? Super Ugly? Was that Super Ugly? The one over Paid in Full? Nah.
Oh yeah.
That should be my number 3. That shit.
Somebody said something that was crazy to me the other day. They said that there's a Jizza verse on one of the fucking like a classic Wu song that's a straight diss to somebody that I had no fucking idea. But they were like, "This is the I was yesterday years old when I found out that this Jizza song was." I was like, "Damn, that's crazy! I love that shit."
3 6 Mafia.
Oh, 3 6 Mafia Bone Thug diss. I can't fuck with that as well. Man, it's like that's like watching 2 of my best friends fight it out. And I was like, I don't know. Who do I want to win? I don't know who I want to win. I want you both to win.
Yeah, the idea of that make me a little sad. I don't want to hear no negative shit.
I don't want to hear no negative shit about both of them. I want to hear it all. Like, let's go. Get up. This could only be good. That's in my head. It can only be spectacular. Okay.
Speaking of spectacular. Your boy Blue rolled up a Blue Jay. This is some blue cookies that I got from Broccoli Batter.
Oh,
nice. Shout out to Broccoli Barrel.
Oh, shout out to Broccoli Barrel who will. Hey, they're going to be there with us tomorrow, guys. So if you want to come through and cop some fire, you want to cop some of these fucking ill pre-roll blunts, come through tomorrow, San Jose. the flyers all over the internet, and the address is on the flyer. I'll put it in the video description here. Oh my God, I got a beer burps. But it's going to be fire. It starts at 5, and if you guys want to watch it online, you got to become a Counterproductive patron to watch it. Let's talk about this, man. Human, you're battling Reverse Live tomorrow.
Yes.
This is a battle that's been booked before?
In 2017 a couple of times, but it fell through and it never happened.
That's crazy.
Where was it going to happen before? What league?
No Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, No Coast be fucking with Reverse a lot. Shouts out to No Coast and I Battle fuck with Reverse a lot. That's tight.
Yeah, Reverse Live versus Lou Cypher. It was a long time ago on No Coast. That shit,
Fire.
Classic. I fuck with that.
So, did you? Oh, you were telling me that you had bars prepared for him. You went back and looked at those bars, and he was like, "Ah, nah, I'm not gonna use it."
You would hit me up like, hey, how would you feel about battling Reverse? And I thought for a second, like, damn, let me see. So
I might have this already done.
I ran. I found the charger for my old phone. I charged up my old phone. And I went in the notes. I was going through the shit. I was like, I found it. Like, damn, this shit trash. I was like, I was not finna win with this shit. Like, I felt like I was on to some.
Did you get some direction from it at least? Like,
I was on to something.
It was damn near some shit that like I would laugh at somebody for saying the Reverse. I was just like, this motherfucker came to lose.
Yeah.
This motherfucker here to hang out with Ronnie.
Oh, shit.
This motherfucker here to hang out with Ronnie and shit. It's like, he's not here to rap for me. Like, I was looking at that shit like, nah, I'm not gonna do this.
Ronnie's fucking fire.
Yeah, Ronnie's great, man. I think one of my favorite battles ever is Human versus Ronnie, and I think that battle's crazy because I think that it's the only battle I've ever watched where I'd say I think Ronnie won 2 rounds and still lost the battle because Human's first round is the best round I've ever heard in my fucking life. Probably my favorite round in the history of battle rap is Human's first round against Ronnie. And every time I hear it, I get reminded. I'm like, oh wow, okay, this round has all the shit. There's every fucking thing in it. Like, it's got all the fucking pattern shit, and you're like, you got all that, and then you got the phone, wallet, keys, pistol, all like that, like the big punches. Like, I feel like that round is classic, and Ronnie is in the pocket the whole fucking battle. You know what I mean? Like, delivering probably the best performance he's ever given in his life, and it's like I'm watching the battle, and at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't know. If
he did the performance he did against Flo Colombo against me, I think it would have looked bad for me. He said, what's it? We call your we call your bitch the men's locker. We call her pussy the dick wallet, and everybody who run and I snatch is a pickpocket. Like I was just like he had leveled up since me. I was just like, damn, he's getting better. Like, that's cool. That's cool to see. Like, cause I remember before he had came back against me, apparently he had like gone away, and I was like happy to see him like taking off from there.
Yeah,
cause like it felt like that was like fucked up to me. It felt like he got cheated out of like a lot of momentum he would have had, like hella ideas that like all of his ideas make money. And,
yeah.
So like anytime
that's a great thing to say.
Right, so
and it's very true about Ronnie. All of his ideas make money.
Right. So like anytime that he got to take off, like that shit, like thinking about that, I'd be like, damn, I'm glad that like he like he making moves.
Yeah, he's the man.
I see his PG. That shit was he went crazy.
I think that's why I think dudes like you and him match up really well, and that's why I think you and Reverse Live is a crazy fucking battle, because it's two like just really consistently good writers that know and are well aware of what is facing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, very rarely do I book two people that are as skilled as you two are, where one of them at least doesn't think it's going to be a walk in the park. You know what I mean? Because I think at some level, people, you get fucking high on your own shit, or some people, I don't know. I always be comparing shit to fights, but there's some fighters who are like
Get to feeling themselves.
yeah, well not but in like it's not even like it's necessary, right? Like that's their like the only way I can go in there and do this crazy ass fucking thing is if I convince myself that nobody can fucking beat me ever, right? And then there's some dudes that are like, I don't know, he's a great fighter, I'm gonna go in there and do my thing. Like usually when you get guys that are as good as you two are, at least one of them is like high on their own shit, or at least needs to be. But you guys are both like, okay, I know what's facing me. I'm battling a good rider who always who has good performances, a big guy, loud, dominant performance. So it's you guys match up super well, and you're way.
Yeah, I actually think about it like a fight, and like in any fight, I think like I'm only finna do as well as far as ahead as I think. Type shit like
yeah,
I'm gonna only be as safe as I make myself. Like,
okay,
I'm gonna only win as much as I let myself.
You gotta know your
and
strengths and your weaknesses.
Exactly. So like a big person, like literally physically coming at you, like the only way you can win is knowing to navigate that.
Yeah.
And
being ready for it as opposed to just I don't know. Like there's like different schools of preparing for battles. And you again relate it to fights too, where it's like, do you prepare for your opponent or do you just try and have the best performance that you could have possible? You know what I mean? And in a battle, you always have to prepare for your opponent, but at the same time, is like you're usually battling your past performances versus your opponent. You know what I mean?
Yes, like say you're training to go against a boxer that's faster than you,
yeah,
and like could be training to compete with his style, or you could have train to have your footwork perfect enough that you could react to.
Yeah.
So even if he beats you that angle, you could turn and
yeah.
And so like he said, knowing your strengths and weaknesses and going off that.
You guys have similar strengths. I think you guys write big bars that don't get lost on the audience, like very well crafted bars that aren't so well crafted that you need to watch the video back to react to them.
Right.
So
not
I
so
think
complicated.
Yeah, and not like but
is it like that gold and like
I think it's complicated though. Like it's because it's like
meats. I'm not finna yeah. Like I don't feel like it's anything wrong with saying that. Like yeah, me too. It's like I've been a fan of XL for a long time. He said I want to see Human versus XL.
Yeah, he's good too.
SM really versus good. Reverse Live. Has that happened?
SM and Reverse.
SM and Reverse.
I want to say they've battled each other. I feel
like
maybe
probably have,
maybe like in PNR or something like that, but I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
At the bar.
Off top, if they haven't battled, they probably have zero desire to battle each other whatsoever, just because of their
homies.
Very well, but like Human and Reverse are homies, and they want to battle each other because they have a competitive spirit. SM likes to fucking trash people he doesn't like more than I think he likes to battle his friends. You know what I mean? Like, if I had to guess, SM's
he likes to keep it real.
Let me just kill some dude that's a nerd, you know what I mean? Instead of having to fucking like write about my friend for hell long. But I don't know. It could be because they're both such skilled riders. It could be extra motivation for SM. But I'd have to look it up, and I wouldn't doubt that battle had happened in the past because, like, those are two guys that both will like take the battle. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like one thing I got a lot of respect for Reverse for is that he's clearly deserves the pedigree he has, but he's willing.
He won't turn anyone down.
No, he's willing to fight. Well, he will if he doesn't think it's going to be a good battle. But just because you don't have a big name doesn't mean he's not going to fucking battle you. Like he asked to battle Gray Fox. He was like, I want to battle Gray Fox. I was like, all right, I'll book that battle. You know what I mean? Like he just because he knows that guy's good, so he's going to battle him. Like that's tight. Like
it happened on PNR.
He gives a lot of promotion to a lot of like,
I didn't even
so
know.
this hypothetical whole
I had to read that twice before I even knew what he was talking about. I'm sorry.
Hey, Reverse versus Enes would be great, or Reverse versus B Magic.
I want to see Reverse versus Glue Easy.
Oh, that'd be fucking crazy.
Reverse versus Enes is definitely like I think one of Reverse's like that's the battle he wants probably more than anything, and it almost fucking happened
when
at the bunker, but he battled Dose instead, which was like easy, which was very high on his list of people.
Yeah, I remember that battle.
He wanted to battle, like Enes, and he was like no, but Enes couldn't do it, but he's like Dose is available. Like, fuck yeah, I'll battle Dose. Like so that was a big battle.
Did Fredo battle Bender at that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great event. The bunker events
That
were
was
fucking
crazy. That was crazy.
There was a whole bunch of good battles. One of the ones that people forget about is EK versus Frack that happened
That
at
was
that
a
event.
classic. Their imaginations out of this. Like,
Yeah.
He wrecked Frack.
You know what? I think both of them would love to run that one back.
Right, Frack lost.
I think they would both love to run that one back.
Apparently.
Because I think they both had
Frack
slip-ups. But I think Frack might have had less slip-ups than EK.
I felt like Frack edged you. If I remember right.
He did what?
I felt like he edged the battle.
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. I think
His
Frack edged the battle,
imagination.
and I think
He had a lot of creative shit.
I ain't never seen
I
that.
think he had a lot of creative shit, and I think that they both had slips, but EK had more like dominant slips in the battle.
Yeah, I gotta watch it again.
I'd have to watch it again too, but I think that both of them would like to run it back in a way.
You know who Frack decimated though? As much as I want to battle Frack and say bad stuff, do you know who decimated?
Who?
He decimated? That cat from
the one that blew the vapor smoke in his face?
Fuck no, he beat him
Coma?
too. Coma. He beat Coma, but
Why do I know?
his GZ. He's an old school Toronto battler.
Oh, and he battled Speakeasy.
Speakeasy, dog.
Yeah.
He fucking
Step
decimated
Easy.
Speakeasy, dog.
I was crazy because the
Step
cops
Easy.
came and broke that Step Easy. Yeah, Step Easy. No, is it Speakeasy or Step Easy?
Step Easy.
Step Easy. Yeah. Oh, dude, they're like I think there's two different fucking people. Speakeasy is where you like drink alcohol.
Yeah, illegally. Yeah,
to knock
totally
on the
different
door. Step Easy.
He's
Step
like
Easy.
old school. I remember him from like way back.
And he's a really good writer. And he'd always have like these really dope MMA bars where he'd be like some Shogun Hua bars that were like super sick.
I had a Fedor bar.
Fuck yeah, Fedor bar's fire.
From Mad Flip.
You can float that shit. I'm into it.
I know he into that shit. He was like.
But EK kind of his style is like he's like the drunken master. It lends itself to fuckery. You know what I mean? So how do you prepare for that, LottaZay? Like you're battling a guy who's like, yeah, I don't know, like. You never know what you're gonna get. Yeah,
like
very,
Deadpool.
Yeah, he's like Deadpool. Yeah, he's very much like Deadpool.
He's gonna pick him up by his belt loops. Nobody's gonna say you lost after that.
That's what Pat thought when he picked up Nils, and then everyone was like, "You're a dick. Put the Swedish guy down. Put the fucking little Norwegian dude down."
That was
like,
funny.
Nils was like, "I don't know why you're picking me up. It's a pretty rude thing to do. I wouldn't pick you up even if I could." But yeah, EK very fucking strange. You know, kind of. I mean, just like he comes up with very unorthodox bars, like his very unorthodox approach to writing, and you kind of never know what kind of angle he's gonna take. He could make an angle out of thin air that's really like sounds like no one would think of it, but then he can make it sound like it's very like, oh, this makes a lot of sense. You know?
He does a lot of stretching and winding, and then when he gets to the point, it's like, holy fuck.
Yeah. That's a risk you take. You know what I mean? Anytime you do bars like that, that's why I think people give extra respect to that shit when it hits, because then you're like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
I seen where you were going with all that fuck shit.
He's smart as fuck.
How do you prepare for that?
I don't.
Is it just like you just do you and then just kind of fucking?
Well, like my imagination is pretty crazy itself, so I just let it run.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's the way to go. I think you guys.
Looking forward to it too.
It's funny because like you guys is a matchup that I think makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
When you look at it, but like no one was thinking of that off top.
No,
like,
nobody
was like, oh, well, yeah, that's a battle we should book. But then to me, I'm like, oh, this battle makes a lot of sense for a lot of different reasons. Like one, they're both like Lotta said, he's very unorthodox as well as a writer. Also, has you're musical minded, and I think that plays a part in the way you write, in the way you deliver, and in the way you write, because you're writing like, you know, like almost harmonies at time, as opposed to like I think like things that battlers aren't doing because they're fucking focused on punches. And EK does the same shit.
Yeah,
he just does it in his own weird way, but he does all of that stuff that I just mentioned. He just does it in his own weird way. So it's real. I think you guys together match up really well because it's like this. What?
You had just mentioned that.
How was it wearing Prep's mom on the shirt? What was your thinking behind it? I was just saying that to Dirtbag there earlier.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's a very, very creative guy. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, there wasn't really any thinking behind that. I just seen it online, and I just thought it'd be cool to do it.
Oh, that's so fucking funny. It's such a weird thing to do. Like, if I'm just trying to think if I like came to battle you and you took off your jacket and you were wearing a shirt with my mom's face on it, I'd be like,
wait, is his mom?
It was kind of like she was asking me to put her on the shirt.
Oh,
like,
so she wasn't dead.
I was just no. I was doing research, and I stumbled upon her page, and she just seemed to be having too much fun
to not be on a t-shirt.
Too much fun before a battle. Between your son and I to be doing these things.
All right, that's funny. All right,
so
that's cool.
I screenshotted it and I took it to the place and I said, "Put this on the shirt." And they said, "Crop it out." I'm like, "No, just take the screenshot.
Just put that whole shit on there.
Just put it on there.
Just put the whole fucking picture on there, bro."
You know,
we don't gotta complicate things.
It was fun, but it was more so a technique that I like to do things. I like to win the battle outside of the ring as well. You know what I'm saying?
You think that threw your opponent off for sure?
I knew that Prep, one of his strong points was freestyling. And I figured that if I did something that striked an emotional chord, that it would throw him off his game, which it did because he tried to rebuttal it in the next round and he fell flat.
That's smart as shit.
That's crazy.
So
that's smart as fuck.
So it worked.
That's wild. And even if it like was successful, it was like anchored in a direction that you were like willing to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you know, that's battle rap. You know, we push limits sometimes.
You know, it was a different time in battle rap because I don't think like it's funny because like I think that there's like a portion of like the audience or like an audience of battle rap who would like look at that and be like, "Oh, that's some grind time ass shit to do," right? But then they forget that fucking Lux came out in a fucking suit with a funeral procession and a fucking coffin and had a giant fucking picture plastered on like throughout the history of the URL. People have done that shit. Like I've always like taken it that extra level, and I think it's funny that like that I think that kind of battling. That level of personality of like personal approach to battling is attributed more towards like the grind time era of battling.
Didn't he also like shoot up Daylight with a paintball gun and make him lose his deposit on a KKK outfit?
What are you? Where are you? What the fuck did that?
Yo, no. It was someone
what
else
are you
who shot
talking
him.
about?
I think that was Caddy.
Yeah, but what are you? When did we start talking about that? When did we start talking about that? Is what my question is. When? At what point did I say anything that was even related to that?
Not you did, but I'm just correcting it. It wasn't him. It was Cadillac Ron who shot him up with the paintball.
Yeah, I was like.
But we're talking. That's Daylight and Caddy. Like we're not even talking about those two people. That was a Halloween event, like where they were dressed in costumes.
That was a lot of story he crammed in like 12 seconds.
I know.
Like, what the fuck?
I know. It was like, and it sounds really crazy when you say it in just like a sentence like that.
Well,
I assure you that there's like an entire podcast about that from like 7 years ago or something like that. But that's why I was so like shook. I was like, what are you talking? When did I say?
We prayed over.
I just be thinking because I'm so high too. I'm like, did I say something about Daylight, Caddy, a paintball gun? Did I say anything related to this?
What were we talking about?
I don't even remember what we were talking about now.
It was crazy shit in battle rap. It was crazy shit in battle rap.
I don't think that's what we were talking about. I think we were very specifically talking about.
What were we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about him wearing Prep wearing the t-shirt.
And I was telling you
you're talking about
Daylight.
the t-shirt.
And then it went to something else.
I'm going to tell you right now.
They got handles like Kyrie.
I know that's bullshit because I would have never doubted Daylight's jump shot. Not only do I follow his battle rap guide on how to be the best battle rapper in the world, but I'm also in his basketball training course as well. And homie, I'm already shooting better free throws like that. I'm going to tell you right now, Daylight's tips have worked for me.
That's surprising.
I feel like
I'm just joking. He doesn't have basketball tips. He probably fucking does, actually.
Oh.
And if you sign up for his battle shit, you'll get spammed like crazy. Like I just wanted to see what
like
was.
Disaster's like really good at soccer. Apparently.
5 years later, I'm still getting emails from this shit. I never given this motherfucker $1, and I get 3 emails a day that's like, Dirtbag Dan, I see you still haven't bought my tips on how to battle. And it's clearly not Daylight doing it, because I'm like, Daylight, you know me. I don't need you to teach me how to battle. Like it's clearly like you're writing my name and everything. You're emailing me. It's like, no, Dirtbag Dan, you're missing out on your opportunity.
Okay, well, Daylight knows the shit. Check this out. I ordered a hat pin of the ski mask guy. It said Daylight.
Fire.
They sent me a free shirt with it, right? Every month for the past 3 months, they've sent me another shirt.
What?
And I haven't paid for them.
What? That's fire. How are you getting shirts and I'm just getting random emails?
Mad Smokey it is.
I don't know.
Because you never bought anything.
Someone
They're
fucked
just like,
up.
just bug him until he buys something.
All right. Everybody stop smoking weed.
Basically,
for fucking, like,
next time I come out, I got some Daylight shirts. we're gonna
Open
give
the
away.
door. I don't care. It's better.
No,
They're gonna think there's a fire. But fuck it. I don't care.
Is there smoke detectors out there?
I'm looking at the screen. They're being dramatic.
Are there smoke detectors in here?
They probably just
No,
don't.
there's
smoke.
definitely not.
So
in
they
here.
don't care if I
They would've went
fucking
off.
die in here, but that's fine if they fucking warn them in the hallway. Homie, there's way more of a chance that a fire is going to happen in one of these rooms than it's going to happen in the hallway. The hallway's all concrete.
It definitely
probably
looks like
just-
there's
That's
some
just
kind of fire.
they're just gonna
Probably
wait.
just don't smoke.
They're just gonna wait until we burn out, and then it's like once it gets in the hallway, they're like, "Oh fuck, we gotta clean that shit up." There's dead bodies in 109. Fucking, this is fucking smoky as fuck in there.
Break out the bleaching fans.
Real quick, let's wrap up our discussion about you versus EK, so that I feel like we've talked about most of the battles that we have going on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, there's also a title match between Madflex and Incredible. Incredible just had a baby like 2 weeks ago.
That's incredible.
Congratulations.
Congrats, my guy. Huge motivation, I think, for a battle. Like I think even
Life-changing.
like life-changing events like that are the type of things that really drive a wild performance. And that guy,
Yeah, man, that's not a lie, man. I don't know if anybody's seen me versus Daylight. I wrote that battle right after my second child was born. Like my daughter was born.
That's
and
crazy.
As soon as she was out, I kissed her and I said, "All right, I'm gonna go outside and write these rounds now."
That's fine.
And
just hella motivated.
and that's
just
the,
like
and that's the battle that most people, when they come up to me and talk to me about their favorite battles, that's one of their favorite battles.
It was a fire battle.
We did that watch with you and Rum Nitty, and I forgot how fucking good that battle was.
That's a classic.
You guys have, I think.
Mad Flex.
We watched that on the way out here tonight too.
What are we talking about? What did we say about Madflex?
He said,
"Who's he
shut
battling?"
up.
Huh?
He's not trying to hear it.
Oh, he said, "Shut up."
Dude said, "Incredible
What's up, Flex
takes
and
it
Tim?
2-1," and Mad Flex
Flex
said,
is
"Shut
on.
up." Hey,
That's hilarious.
Incredible takes it 2-1.
He's in the chat trolling you.
he said incredible. Someone said Incredible takes a 2-1. Madflex said, "Shut up."
He said, "Shut up."
Yeah, I think
He
that
said, "You don't know nothing."
I think I'll tell you what. The first person I seen to congratulate Incredible was Madflex. So I think both the guys have a lot of respect for each other, which I think is why it's going to make for an extra dope battle. And both have kind of known, like, Flex was preparing for Incredible because it was possibly going to happen when EK and Incredible happened, or I mean when EK and Madflex happened, but Incredible couldn't do it, so EK stepped in. We did that one because Madflex didn't want to sit around with the belt for hella long. But they've been knowing they were going to battle each other for like 6 months. So a lot of preparation, I think, on both ends. And I'm really excited to see what it turns out like. You know what I mean? Like it's a title match. And I've kind of I'm dedicated to judging it in the building and settling it right there rather than like going to online and having some kind of an online vote, because it takes too long. And not only that, I think there's something to be said for winning in the building. As much as I have respect for like the bars and shit, like
It's the old school way.
if you're gonna win, you gotta win there. Huh?
In the
Did
building.
Remy battle
That's the
Mad
best way to
Flex?
do it.
No, Remy did not battle Madflex. Not in my league, at least.
That would be a good battle.
That's another battle that could have happened. You know what? We booked Remy twice against Thesaurus, and he didn't show up either time.
And
then
I came for both.
he hit me up.
I flew out here for both.
He hit me up pretty recently and was like, "I want to do a battle," and I was like, "Yeah, well, we gotta have a good opponent for you, because it's like I can't have you battle someone that doesn't make sense after like you were gonna battle Thesaurus, you know what I mean? And I'm like, and honestly, I think I kind of deserve that, like, because I gotta fucking pay Pete, I gotta take care of his travel and shit like that twice. So at the end of the day, like, I feel like I should get a Remy battle, but I'd like it to be a battle like.
Didn't Pete put his rounds out there? They're
yeah,
fire.
he did. That's why that battle's never gonna happen. You know what I mean?
They're fire.
Yeah, especially after Pete got. I bet Pete's done like chasing people like after math.
Oh yeah,
you know,
anytime
like
that
he waited forever. I bet he was just like, I'm not coming back again. I'm spitting these rounds now.
I don't
or
think
never.
anybody thought that Remy was not going to show up the second time. It was a big surprise to everybody.
Yeah.
The second time was just like, what? That's crazy.
Was he scared?
I don't know.
The first time he like
you
he
know
was
what?
sick or something.
It like it ain't on me to be hey bearded beauty. Much
thank you
love and respect.
Yeah.
My guy. I don't know, man. It's not on me to speculate beyond like, you know.
I figured it was family shit.
Something like that. I think like that's all I get is like a broad explanation like that. Like all personal shit is happening, so I can't do the battle.
Because like right after, I think it was Chilla. He was like it was like a string of like he had booked with us to go on to.
You mean No Coast?
That VDM where I had battled Lou.
Okay.
Yeah, that was. I think that one or the one after was supposed to be no. Me versus Real Deal. Real Deal had substituted for Remy.
Okay, so you were gonna battle Remy.
Yeah, I had that jacket.
Oh yeah.
Signature Remy mark.
Oh, that's hella funny. Oh, that's crazy.
But like Shake explained to me that like, you know, Remy wasn't like ducking or like bullshit or anything like that. It was like some serious like family shit going on, and he didn't like cancel at the last minute. Like really, like it was just like 2 instances like where it was just like nah, like you know, it's not gonna be this time.
Yeah.
But like I figured, look like Ron Artest's son.
You got, bro. I tell you, like you got it. There's a power to like ignoring portions of the chat, but then also like you got to know like what do I say out loud, like what do I respond to, because there's certainly some like, shit. It's like I'll tell you what, anything that pops up with a color and a dollar amount attached to it, you throw that the most epic.
Give
response.
that attention.
You give that all the fucking attention in the world.
Right.
So like, second, we're looking for high praise and flame emojis. We're also going to give that. We're also going to give high praise and flame emojis attention. But it's really hard to ignore when people are just. I was like, oh, you look like the. Hey, he's sitting right here. Oh, Blue.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Blue, you're crazy. And then Ralph throws all the flames. See, we fuck with that. Okay.
Yeah, like I was saying, like you know, I can understand it wasn't like him, like dragging ass or like not taking it seriously, but like I understood it was a lot going on. And I know, like, outside of all of this, he does, like, a lot of activist work. And, like, all of these things, like, require a lot of a person. And so, like, I understood.
Yeah, man.
If, like, you didn't have time for me.
Now allow me to put up a counter argument to that, which is I think it's funny that for some people, they have their real life and then they have their battle rap life. You have your life where all your important things exist, like your real job, your family, things like being an activist that are important, that you wear on your sleeve, that you want people to know about, or that are just part of your life, you know, for the long term. And then there's battle rap, right, where it's like, if something happens in anything over in this section, then battle rap shit's got to go. It's never been like that for me my entire life. I've only ever had this as my job. So, like, I don't have a battle rap life and a real portion of my life. I just have my life, right? So whenever someone's like, I can't battle, I got some real life shit going on, it's the one excuse that I cannot fucking relate to. Like, I could relate to specific real life shit. Like, a family member died. Right. I am sick. I broke this. I'm in jail. Like, specific ass incident. If you tell me some shit, it's like, oh, I get that shit. Fuck, my fucking fam's locked up. I've been injured. I've been sick. You know what I mean? Like, I understand all that shit.
Too
but
much
if you're just
acid.
like, I have family problems right now, or problems with my life right now, or like
That's
things.
just an
Real
excuse.
life. Real life is the one that really gets me. It's like anything you could say anything to me, but saying real life, because it's essentially saying to me that my life
I was
isn't
just being,
real.
I was just no, I was being like ambiguous. About it,
No,
'cause
I know.
didn't
I'm just
wanna
saying
go into
that's
detail
what.
on the live.
But that's. I think it's fair for me to be able to fucking because like I said, I won't speculate to like what is an issue with someone. Like I have no idea why Remy didn't make that battle, and I leave that entirely up to Remy to explain. I'll just say that the excuse that I got, or not even excuse, the reason that I got was real life problems, and I can't relate because I only have one real life, which is attached to all of this shit, like implicitly attached to all this shit.
Right.
Now, granted, if some shit was going on with my family, my wife, my pops, if I'm injured, I'm sick, I'm getting locked up or something like that, I'm not going to be able to follow through with an obligation like this. And I'm going to tell you straight up, I can't do the battle because I'm going to jail. I can't do the battle because my wife is fucking leaving me, man. And I don't know what
the music.
I'm not gonna make it because
SoundCloud.com/thehuman.
I had a clip.
No space.
Shouts out.
Keep it real, man. We as battle rappers, to being honest, we know weeks before a battle if we gonna be ready for that motherfucker.
That too. Well, there's also the thing is, it's like I'm not fucking stupid.
Like,
you made a decision to not do this battle probably as far as a month ago, at least like 2 weeks minimum. You made the decision that you weren't going to do this battle, and then now I'm finding out right now, the day before the battle, instead of 2 weeks ago, because for 2 weeks in your head you're like, maybe I'll do it. I don't know, maybe I'll. But in your head you really know the minute you had that thought where you were like, oh, I could get out of this, or like maybe I won't do this battle. I mean, fuck, anytime I've ever told myself that about like doing something, like maybe I won't go to the grocery store, maybe I won't mow the lawn today, homie, I'm not mowing the fucking lawn. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If I made that decision in my head, but like to me, a battle was never that. It's a battle to me was like how real jobs are to other motherfuckers, where you get your paycheck. That's how a battle was to me 100% of the time. There was never one battle I booked where I was like, I can't make it because I got some real life shit going on. Like, I'd be telling my wife, babe, I can't fuck with you at all right now. Like, I need to write. Like, leave me alone. I'm sorry I'm being mean to you. My whole reputation is based on this shit that's gonna happen tomorrow. Like, show me some fucking
Putting
respect.
your city on the map.
Like that's just the difference between me and other motherfuckers in this shit. But I tell you what, like the people like I fuck with the most are the ones that don't make that distinction. The people I fuck with the most are the ones, and not even like I'm not saying people that don't have real jobs. Reverse Live is the real workingest motherfucker in the planet. That fool's always had a job and never not showed up to a battle and done a battle a month for the last fucking decade. You know what I'm saying? And that fool he has a real job that he shows up to, and then he shows up, but he's got the same attitude. He's like, oh, I have to be at that battle. Right. I can't not be at that battle. You know what I mean? So like there's definitely like a mentality attached to that, like
I could definitely
real life and
relate
battle
to
Well, except for him,
going off on
it's work, but it's fun work.
Like on a limb, like making it by the skin of my, like I gotta make it to this motherfucking battle. Like I got some shit to say to this motherfucker.
Yeah, and I'll like suffer. I'll put myself in bad positions, and like I'm definitely done with that part of my life. But there was times when I'd be like in a foreign country, like, man, this kind of fucking sucks. You know what I mean? But it's like, hey, I got to do what I got to do. Like, I got to be here. I had to do this shit.
My last battle, we mobbed it after a show out in Sacramento, and made it barely at the end of the shit at the end of the podcast.
Okay, cool.
Because we were out in Sacramento doing a
show. Yeah.
And then this fucking, I have bad luck with battles apparently here. The day before I drove out, dog, I got T-boned.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, and everyone was like, my mom, my fiance, like everyone was like, "Are you gonna go?" And I was like, what the fuck you mean am I gonna go? I'm not even taking this car in. I'm gonna be late. I might see Dan tonight. I'm dipping, like,
bro. And that's why I fuck with this dude heavy right there. I mean, that, you know how many, okay, I've been canceled on for fucking flat tires like 3 fucking times. I booked
What?
tryout
Yo,
battles. Tell me, I
if we
booked
get the
tryout
flat
battles.
tire and
I'm
they
just
give
gonna
up
say-
on the day,
Yeah.
they just did not really intend to leave their house that
I'm
day.
just telling you,
That-
bro.
That's
like-
what stopped them. You know what I mean?
I book tryout battles, so like you just keep that in mind when it comes to that, because there are people when you quit on that level, like you quit because of tire,
over.
like you probably ain't gonna be a battle rapper. Like that was
good.
probably
What does that mean?
that was probably the decision you made when
That's
when
funny.
yeah, you know what? I don't think
Oh,
I'm
'cause
gonna do
my name
battle rap.
Can I take a guess? The flat tire was Bankroll D.
No, Bankroll D.
How you taking
no,
guesses?
no. Bankroll D didn't flat tire me. I don't know why. I don't even think they gave me an explanation when they no shot on me, which is kind of fire. Like,
Where have
I
they been?
respect that more than calling me.
Hey,
and
I'm
being
not
like,
making it. Sorry.
real life. Oh, fuck.
Hey man, my battle, my rooftop battle with Saya Boy on URL. I had just got my car, but I didn't have insurance or anything on it.
So I'm going.
And
Hope I don't get pulled over.
You feel me?
Whip it.
I'm like an hour away in New Jersey from New York City. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
Damn, driving into New York with no fucking tags or fucking insurance. Oh, pull me over, and when you pull me over.
I was just sure I was gonna get pulled over, and I didn't. So you know.
All right,
Driving
all right.
in
Shouts
New
to
York is
that.
dangerous in itself.
Put on the classic battle after that. That's what's up.
Guys, one more time. Ruin Your ZAE 2 is going down tomorrow, like right now, at this time right now. What time is it right now? It's 5:30. Yeah, so if you tune in tomorrow to this channel at this time, there will be free battles happening. 3 free battles. One of those battles is Nexus versus Aries. Tune in and you can watch that shit. And when you see how good the quality is, if you're not already a Counterproductive patron, right there, Pixie just put it up, patreon.com/counterproductive. For $5, you can watch. Yeah,
battles.
Like, don't know.
They said, what's the parking situation like?
I thought you were gonna do like the $5.
They said, what's the parking situation like?
So old. What's up?
They said, what's the parking situation like?
Oh, there's a parking lot next door to the spot. So it's it's
That's vital information.
it's in it's like in a parking, or it's in a kind of like an industrial complex area,
Like a pavilion?
It's the homies fucking biker club warehouse, but they have their own like big ass compound and a huge parking lot. So we got
That sounds fire.
big tents thrown up in the parking lot, and we've done events there before. We've done comedy and we've done sessions there before. So this is the first time we're doing a battle there. I think it's fucking awesome.
Last
And
session I
the
came
guys,
out to here.
the guys that run the spot are super fucking cool, and they always make it a very accommodating place. But it's also like, you know, clearly don't be a knucklehead there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know. But it'll be sick, and the parking is not going to be a problem. There's a big lot next door, and there's tons of parking on the street, like it's in a cul-de-sac, like an industrial cul-de-sac. So it's not houses, and there's never cars there. So
Right.
easy to park, easy to find. It's
Low
right.
key.
It low key, easy to park, easy to find. It's not going to be hard to find. Like you'll see it right when you turn down the street. It's like right there, and we'll have the table set up right out front of the gate, so you'll see people standing out there. And
So
shit.
you don't have to worry. I will not be driving.
Yeah. I recommend everybody take a Lyft or an Uber, but if you're in San Jose, drive if you're close, and just don't drink beers and just smoke weed. Because
And if you're not, buy a plane ticket. Fly out. Enjoy the beautiful weather out here.
Yeah, you could do that too. I mean,
I saw mist in a mountain. We drove through a cloud.
Yeah, that happens.
On the way here, we drove through a fucking cloud.
There's people
in a
it's-
mountain.
It's fire.
There was like little castles and like little suburbs like built on a hillside.
Oh, you
Like-
probably missed the Flintstone house, but there was a house that looks like the
Rocks,
Flintstones,
yeah.
and there's fucking dinosaurs all
And then
over.
there was a
Yeah.
big body of water. I'm like, oh, what's this? Pixie's like, I don't fucking know.
I remember always when we were kids and we'd do field trips to San Francisco, probably go to the fucking museum, or the fucking zoo or aquarium or something, and you go up 280 and you'd always see the Flintstone house and MC Hammer's house. You knew, which one,
shit.
you knew which one was MC Hammer's house. You're like, oh, that's fucking MC Hammer's house every time. Yeah, it ain't Hammer's house anymore, but it's still there.
Oh, of course it's not.
Yeah. That's when you drive by and go, that used to be MC Hammer's house. That fool lives in like Stockton now. He's got like a nice like 5-bedroom in Turlock or some shit like that. But hey, shouts out to MC Hammer, fucking Bay Area legend, boy.
Hammertown.
Let's get
That dude's a gangster.
$5, 5 battles tomorrow. Patreon.com/counterproductive. Sign up today. It's not going to cost you any more, and then you won't have to deal with it tomorrow. And if you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to hit me up. and I will answer all questions for you. But we've never had a problem with this setup. Like, pay-per-views are kind of complicated sometimes because they run through different servers and shit like that. We run our shit through YouTube. It's just Patreon blocks the pages for you that you upload the URL, and then they only allow patrons access to where the URL is posted. So like the people can watch it there, but they can't like copy the URL and paste it for other people anywhere else. So that's that's like how our system works. And it's like when you become a patron, then you get access to all of our, exclusive content. We do every time we drop a CP short, we drop it for a week first on Patreon. All the music, like they got the Death Dealer shit a month early. Anytime we put out a music video or anything, the patrons get access to it for.
You get to see Cody topless.
Do we have topless Cody somewhere on there?
Yeah, he's talking about doing the calendar. Remember?
Oh yeah. Cody's premium Snapchat.
Cody's modeling.
You get
now.
Cody's premium Snapchat.
He put down the 40s, and he is seeing dollar signs.
If you want to get on that reverse live premium Snapchat, then probably become a patron. We got it all. What did humans say? So we got cute animals, back page hoes, cam girls. You had to be specific. Fight videos. Yes. That's it.
I think the fight videos came to an end though. Didn't
yeah,
they?
no, we don't do fight
that's
videos.
What that's in fact, let's stop saying that. That's how they're gonna.
Yeah.
The algorithm's gonna find that word too many times.
It was a good thing I was there to get you the behind the scenes.
Yeah, fuck, man.
Hey, what was the fight? I didn't even get to see it.
Robo fucking punched Dale Denton in the face.
We didn't. We did show that one. We didn't get flagged for that one. That was fire.
Why did Robo hit him?
He dented him up because the
he
boy touched him.
The ruin the day hat.
He tried to
flipped
touch
his hat off of him and was trying to punk him.
Tried to touch that arm.
Mid
battle. They were just kidding.
Nah, not even.
I think Robo's left-handed because he hit him with an instant left jab. Bah.
I'll tell you what, it looked like the boy. It looked like the boy sparked him up. That's all I'm
shit.
saying.
Yeah, it looked like the whole time.
Hey,
you say it's a ploy.
Speaking of which, where's this iBattle versus bots gonna go down? What state?
Hey, yeah, when's the iBattle bots going down?
Yeah, what state y'all gonna do that?
We were talking. We were talking about this before the show started.
Y'all should bring it down to Tejas. Go to Austin.
Do you want to answer the question? You're just gonna keep talking. Because I'll answer the question. I can't do it while you're making suggestions, but I'll do it. We've already decided, or the discussions that we've had, I should say, have kind of led in the direction of splitting the battles, doing 3 at iBattle and 4 here. Only reason we do 4 here is because 1, you need to do an odd number of battles in order to have a series. 2, Bangs is in LA. Clearly they'd want Bangs to be in there.
Right.
So it would be easier for us to fly 3 guys out and then he fly 3 guys out, and then Bangs I could cover that flight from LA. It's nothing.
So 2 locations.
2 locations, and then also it's like he runs his event. He puts out the battles that he did at his event. I run my event. I put out the battles that I did at my event. Whatever, 7 battles we put together, we figure which ones, obviously we ain't gonna do it hella heavy on one side where all the big names go to one place, and you know what I mean. Try and make it as fair as possible with respect to the kind of views that'll come off the battles, knowing that A, not a lot of money comes from the views of the battles, and B, we kind of get comparable views as far as our league and their league. So not going to be a huge difference for the battlers, whether it drops on BOTZ or whether it drops on iBattle. You know what I mean? We were just looking at a reverse live battle and on both leagues, and they pretty much have the same views with respect to the opponents, right? So it's that makes sense.
Copyright.
Okay.
Yeah. So we basically just split it up, let it go. They do 3, we do 4. I take care of my people, he takes care of his people, he runs his event, I run my event. We release the battles all within 1 week, and then people vote on the battles, each individual one, and then whoever's team won the most battles wins. What do you get for that? I don't know, probably just bragging rights. That's good enough for me.
Last question, is Avo going to be filming both locations?
Probably not. I mean, I honestly I'm not going to sign him up for filming mine until I have that discussion with him. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't even have a date ironed in for this thing yet. This is just the idea that me and Lex have talked back and forth. We both agree on that format. We both like that as far as the way it sounds. It's what we haven't discussed yet is what those 7 matchups would be and when. Ball is entirely in his court right now because the last discussion that we had, I said, I'm ready. hit me up. We'll put a date on it. So whenever he hits me up, we'll put a date on it. I'm gonna hit him back if I haven't heard from him after this week. But clearly, like, I'm in the process of throwing an event. I think iBattle has an event going on this weekend too. So we're probably just both doing the same fucking shit.
Those 3 or 4 leagues having events this weekend.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's a big battle weekend.
Everyone wants to do it.
Yeah. So
it's going to happen.
everyone wants to do it. So yeah, it's a big battle weekend. I'm sure that once we both decompress, we'll get back together on this because obviously there's a ton of interest in it on both sides and from the audiences that would be watching both battles. You know what I mean? Like, our people really want to see it. Their people really want to see it. So I think
cross marketing is never bad idea.
No, I mean, it's crazy that 2 leagues like ours would exist and not share fans entirely anyways. You know what I mean? Like, we both are, with respect to the battles, producing a pretty similar product. You know what I mean? Like, as far as quality goes, I'd even like give them that. Like, we are blessed to have Avocado film events. Before that, we had the Moist Mob, always really high quality over here. They always have really high quality performances, and the battles, like, I'm never like, it's never, you know, it's usually just a still angle, but that's fine. As long as it's like a clear still angle and we can hear both of the battlers, then cool. Like, I'd rather have that than have like 3 cameras and there's some weird fucking lavalier issue that fucking makes the whole battle unwatchable. So like in that regard, like, iBattle has always been a quality league. You know what I mean? So I think it makes sense as far as like the matchups go. But ball's in Lex's court. Go bug Lex about it, and we'll get it in.
Who do you think you would send out? Like, do you have like a 7 contenders in your head yet?
Robo already won.
I'm gonna save that for now because I think that the speculation on who the teams would be is like probably the funnest part. You know what I mean? For the fans.
Does that mean it's predetermined? You're just waiting.
We still got tomorrow.
It would be crazy to think that I've thought of this idea and I haven't already thought of people that I would want to do it. I'm going to say that I'm blessed to have a lot of good battlers out here, and I know that these fools are picky, and not for any really good reason too, because like none of these fools are big name battlers. Like, he'll throw Digo at me like he's like fucking thesaurus or something, and I'm like, no homie, he's not. But I'm like on the other side, like, I have Caustic on my side. You know what I mean? I have Reverse Live on my side. Like, we do have some fucking big names on our side. But like,
that's
I'm
cheating.
Freda.
It's we kind of already like we had a discussion about that too, as far as like who and how, like, can you stack the teams, because like they could put together a fucking crazy iBattle team if with regards to like they could have the source on the team just like I could have the source on my team.
True.
But we're going to try to aim for battlers who battle mostly for our leagues. A or
I see
B
what you're saying.
came up through our tryouts. So like Madflex is our champ and came up through our tryouts.
So he might,
clearly he's going to be on our team. Also, one of the best fucking battlers in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up,
and he just like battled A-Ward. So it's not like we could put Digo and Madflex on the same
I
level.
got
It's
one.
like, oh, in what fucking world? In their magical iBattle Facebook forum world. All right, cool, yeah. Digo's famous, fucking Louis famous, like whatever. I know these dudes are all good battle rappers. They all never crack 5,000 views on their fucking battles. So I'm not going to act like...
But those would be good battles.
No, they'd be great battles. But what I'm saying is when I...
Digo and Madflex?
No, I'm fine with, like, it'd be a great battle,
Digo
right?
and Thesaurus.
More... What makes more sense is Bangs versus Madflex, because Madflex is our champ and Bangs is the biggest battler that's come out of fucking there. So that makes a lot more sense.
I thought Red Flag was their guy.
But when I say like I told Lex, I'm
I
like
thought Red Flag.
No, Red Flag definitely.
I
Red
thought
Flag
that
definitely.
was their guy. Red Flag versus
champion boy.
versus Madflex.
He's also
Red Flag versus Madflex.
I don't know.
That'd be fire.
I don't know who's their champ. I don't know that they have a champ. What I'm saying is the biggest name battler to come out of iBattle is Bangs. Like I'm gonna go ahead and say that because that's what I think based on my perception.
All I know is the whole thing started in Texas.
Who's bigger that started in iBattle?
Dale started some
the
shit.
Bangs.
I would say Bangs is one of the originals from
iBattle, and like
iBattle.
one of the guys that has like transcended beyond iBattle from iBattle. I would say Bangs is the biggest name.
Oh no, not Bangs.
No,
Madflex and Lex.
Oh, Lex don't want to battle nobody.
He doesn't battle anybody.
Lex wants to be the team. He does. He just like me. I don't want to battle nobody. Lex don't want to battle nobody.
Oh,
He's the
what?
captain.
Yeah. He's the captain. He's the captain. He don't
Dude,
want to
it's a
battle.
tragedy.
Bro, that
You
would've
and
been the
Caustic.
funniest
I mean,
fucking battle.
clearly, you can put
Caustic?
Lex against
Oh,
anybody.
man.
But Caustic and
Caustic
Caustic.
and Dan together, bro, they could go up
Okay.
against any two
Caustic-
on two.
I'm gonna stop. We're gonna stop doing this because if I keep going, I'm gonna give away matchups that I not only that I want, but that like we both kind of have already nodded at. So like I already did. Like we both think Bangs and Madflex would be the one to do. So like that's it. That's the only one I'm gonna fucking say. If we talk for 20 more minutes, I'll give you 5 fucking more that make perfect sense. But the point I was making, Cumin, was when I say like MC Dammit for my team, Lex is like, nobody on my side will battle MC Dammit. And I'm like, fucking why? I'm like, why? Like, why do you get to act like dudes like Digo and Louis are so far above Dammit on like the totem pole?
Maybe he
I'm
just
pretty
doesn't
sure,
like his name.
I mean, I guess like
Wasn't he the champ?
Oh, yeah, no, he was a
MC
contender for our
Dammit.
league, but he's also battled for other leagues. Like he's
I
traveled,
think
he's
he
battled
won
for
that.
No Coast. He's had good performances outside of us. He has battles that have like tens and thousands of views and shit. Like I'm pretty
Had a
sure.
very prestigious Pride MMA career.
He reminds me of old
and
school
a fucking and a body like the Pillsbury Doughboy, but I think still like he's a good battler, and he might be someone I want to put on my team. It's just unfortunate that I'm gonna get a lot of resistance. I'm gonna put up 0 resistance for what he wants to put together for battlers. Like I'm not gonna say no, my dude's too good to battle that guy about fucking anybody. Like my battlers might say that, but I'm not gonna fucking say that. But Lex will shut me down on the way in on some of my dudes. He'll be like, no one wants to battle this fool, and I'll be like, why? Like, and it's someone like that, someone like MC Dammit. I'm not even saying that's like a thing he said. I'm just saying Dammit's a prime example of someone who I would pitch and would get shot down on by people who generate the same amount of fucking views. They just have cooler names. I'm sorry, he picked a dumb name. What am I supposed to do? Call him DJ Mayonnaise if it makes you fucking feel better. I don't know. Just set a battle up.
Chat's going crazy on Frack versus E. Farrell.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
That would be a fire battle.
I don't know that like.
I think Frack's too good for that.
I mean,
I don't even like Frack.
E. Farrell?
I don't like him either.
Farrell's incredible.
Frack, if you watching, you owe me some chicken wings, bitch.
I don't. Okay, look, this is what I think. I don't think either of these dudes would want to battle for me. So
Who's that?
Frack or Farrell, like,
I think Farrell is on the iBattle side.
no, 100%. That's what I'm saying. But I don't think like Farrell would want to come out here and do a battle. Like
why wouldn't he?
I don't know. I love the guy.
You don't think he misses?
I love that
I
guy.
think he would do it.
He should.
I think he
I
would do it.
fucking don't get along with his fucking super fucking goofy, like racist buddies. Like, I don't know how to say it better. His racist buddies I don't get along with. And like I always told him, like in the process of like having these discussions online, which we've gone into fucking on the show and online a bunch. I don't need to go into it too far. You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. I've always said, Farrell, like I think you're a cool cat. I get along with you. You've been to my house. Like I've taken you like to my places in my world. Like I get along with you. I just think that you are who you hang out with, and I don't like these dudes who you hang out with. You know what I mean? So like I'm not. But ultimately his response to me is like, like fuck you. Like he's mad at me. I'm not mad at him in any way, shape, or form. But I don't think he would be like, I want to come out to San Jose and battle. I don't think Frack would want to fly out to iBattle and battle Farrell on my accord. You know what I mean? Like he'd want to do that for King of the Dot maybe, but he wouldn't want to do that for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
It would be a fire battle, but it's not
anymore?
like what we were talking about.
Does he not battle on BOTZ anymore?
I mean, I tried to put together battle for Frack for like 2 years, and like I'd be pitching him good names like Ronnie, fucking like Illusion Z coming out of retirement.
He really?
Nope. You should have heard the names. I don't even want to go further because it's gross when I make a list of names that Frack has
Illusion
said no to
Z,
me.
I haven't heard
But,
that name so
Frack,
long.
stop being scared.
It's not about that.
It's not about.
It's not about that at all.
Frack's not flying. He's driving so he can bring his gun.
Oh, I see.
So what, he's
Frack ain't got no
Yeah.
guns.
Jumping to conclusions.
Just like he ain't got no
my
bitches.
bad. He's not.
I think he's very particular about who he wants to battle. I think that like me and him have come to the conclusion where, like he is positive that he knows better than me what he should do. I don't agree. So we just don't have those discussions anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't like continually bring options to the table and then you'd be like, no. And then I'm going to keep doing it. You know what I mean? At some point it's like, all right, okay, well then we're done with that. We're not doing this anymore.
You can lead a horse to water.
But it's like he's clearly doing fine. He just had a great battle with XL. And he'll probably go on to have another great battle with somebody else. But at the end of the day, like I said, he probably wouldn't want to go out and do that battle on my accord. He'd probably do that battle for King of the Dot if it's a battle King of the Dot wanted to book. But that's because that battle it would be on that scale. That's the scale he wants to battle on. I'm not operating on that scale. What, dude?
Read that chat. Kilowatts.
Oh, I don't think it's that funny, man. I just don't think
dude, I've met him, so I think it's hilarious.
I don't think it's funny. I mean, it's funny. It's just not like
I don't know.
It's not like hold on. Funny, like I don't know if it's that funny.
Well, I'm also
Who is it?
Huh?
Who is that?
See, that's exactly what I'm. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. He's just Kilowatts. His name is Kilowatts, and he's here to say, "I'll show you later."
Oh shit!
Let's look. We've almost been doing this for 2 hours. Let's get our bar pong on, all right? And then that way we could fucking successfully wrap up a fucking solid Dirtbag Dan show effort, and I could let these guys get to preparing for the battle that they have tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, that you should watch either live on YouTube or come watch it in person. All the information is available online on Instagram, on my Facebook, the flyer, whatever. Go to patreon.com/counterproductive and become a $5 counterproductive patron if you want to watch the whole card. That's it. Give us a bar pong phrase. Give us a go piss, man.
Oh, I'm gonna get in some bar pong real quick.
Okay, cool. Cody will go piss like 4 times during an episode. It's really big guy, really small bladder. It's been established live on the internet. So bar pong phrase. Give us a bar pong phrase. Pong phrase is not a bar pong phrase, Blue.
Real life.
I was telling him to give us one.
Oh, I thought you were saying pong phrase as a phrase.
No.
Like that's
obnoxious
people.
That's 2 syllables. That's easy.
Obnoxious people. That's 5 syllables. That's absurd. I'm not that good. We need to make it like. Let's make it.
Midget strippers. That one's really
midget
easy.
strippers. Yeah.
Yeah.
You thought of one right off the bat. That's usually how they go.
The
like,
easy one.
You want to do that? You want to do? All right. We'll start with that. We'll start with midget strippers, and if we don't take it too far, then we'll do another one. Okay. Right. I'm closing the chat so we don't.
Somebody said violent fart.
Nah.
Blue, are you playing? I know you can do this.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pass it straight to you, Blue. You ready to go?
What is our phrase?
Why
don't you start it off?
I'm gonna start it. And then I'm gonna pass it straight to you.
Midget
strippers is the phrase. Midget strippers. I lost all my money betting on the friggin' Clippers.
When me and my wife have sex, she's mad because I get it quicker.
Ooh, he don't even let her get her nut. Go ahead, good shit, bro. Midget strippers, LottaZay. Midget strippers.
And after he did that, he probably didn't even pay for the chicken dinner.
Oh, what a cold-blooded piece. Midget strippers, Nexus. Midget strippers.
My lady and I forgot our swimsuit, so we were just some skinny dippers.
Nice. That's what you do. You improvise. Midget strippers.
It's like circumstances like that stay the same for a long time, but then it differs.
Yeah, it does. Sometimes it does. Sometimes things change. All right, midget strippers. When I was a kid, I used to hang out in the creek all day just kicking lizards.
It's the only way to be.
When I was a little kid, I was mad with the pager. I was a digit getter.
Okay. You was getting digits off that pager.
It's important.
Blue's in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you thought, you were wrong, and he's doing it. Let's go. Midget strippers.
Midget strippers. You was a digit getter. I was chilling with the Coke sellers and the Henny sippers.
Ooh. Yes.
I saw a whirling seal. It was a spinning flipper.
Okay. That's all right. Nexus is in the game too, ladies and gentlemen. Midget strippers, spinning flippers, midget strippers. That works real well.
And this next one goes out to all the guys. Free them. They sipping prison liquor.
Oh yeah. That good old fucking toilet.
And toilet wine.
The toilet wine shouts. You know what my favorite 80s band is? Hair band, I should say. Mr. Or Twisted Sister.
I know.
Both those bands exist, ladies and gentlemen. Bang. Double up. All right.
What about Leonard Skinner?
I'm an
Oh,
insect.
save it. Don't blow it. All right, go ahead.
I'm out of order.
I'm an insect with a precise first perception. I got legit feelers.
Midget spinners,
midget
legit
strippers.
feelers.
Midget strippers.
It's a vibe. You would have had to throw so much slang on that. You would have to throw so much slang on that. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and just gonna let you pass this round. One more of those and you're out, Blue. But that was okay. All right, LottaZay, midget strippers. What did he say?
I don't know.
I did. Wait, it's so far off. I couldn't even. What was it, Blue? What did you say?
I'm fucked up. You want me to repeat?
Oh, he doesn't even remember either. Then
I don't think he had any listeners.
No, legit feelers.
There we go.
Legit feelers.
Legit feelers. Midget strippers, legit feelers. You know what's funny is they like look like the same word on a piece of paper, and that's like the only way that they rhyme. They consist of a lot of the same
Legit
letters.
feelers.
Okay.
Stop, Ashman. Can we
I'm
continue?
sorry. LottaZay actually said one, and I continued to fuck with Blue
What'd you
because I was
say?
so amazed.
When they asked if anybody heard him, I said he didn't have any
listeners. Midget strippers, any listeners. Yeah, see, that works. You see how they they sound the same? That's a good thing. All right. Midget strippers.
When you're really horny, you don't eat your girl out. You just quickly lick her.
Either that, take her to Harold's. You can split the gizzards or the chicken tenders.
Nice.
Double.
Nice. Okay. I was gonna watch Harry Potter later, but I'm fucking sick of wizards. Midget strippers, sick of wizards. Fire. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
I put acid in absinthe. I'm an elixir fixer.
Yeah, Blue. He's back in the game. He forgot to talk in the mic though for the first two words. Oh, I got a microphone. That was good. You're in it. That was a really good one.
Much
Blue.
game is strong.
That was good. That was a solid one.
Isn't this where Full House was supposed to be?
Yes.
You should introduce me to Kimmy Gibbler.
Yeah. I don't know if she actually. I mean, she thinks she would probably live here because they still shoot a show here, but I don't know. Go ahead.
I threw a 98 fastball. I'm a bitchin' pitcher.
Nice. The Nexus hasn't missed a one. All right. Let's go.
I didn't mean to chime in so late, son, but this isn't filler.
Okay.
Slow it down. That's
Yes. All right. She had to choose between me and this other dude, and my dick is bigger. So,
Be right back.
So it was me. Yeah, handle business. You know where it is.
I be stumbling and falling all over the place when I sip lean. I'm a sipping slipper.
Okay. That works. He dragged it. He said it like it didn't work, but that actually makes a lot of sense. If you say
Sip and slipper.
Yeah.
Shit. If anybody going on a store run, Get the Twizzlers.
Nice.
When you get some grub, that's 25% that you better tip her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you don't, on an emotional level, it feels like a titty twister.
Yeah.
How close was it?
No, titty twist. Yeah, that's good. Midget strippers, titty twist. It's perfect.
Oh, she said she had one.
Okay, what's up? What's up, Pixie? Where is it?
You got high in a snap. I'm a whip it hitter.
Damn, I never would have.
Pixie said she was a whip it hitter, ladies and gentlemen. Fire.
I tried that shit. That shit was crazy.
I don't even. That's how you lose ones right there. When you like go to the side and you're like, oh, that one's so good. Wait a minute, what was I gonna say?
I was moving like 80 miles per hour on the couch.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, what was it? What was the first thing that
Midget.
human said
Midget.
before we even started? Fidget spinners. I can't believe no one said fidget spinners, ladies and gentlemen.
I got it out first.
Midget strippers.
Was that yours?
Fidget. Yeah. That's you go. You go.
I turn bots
resource
into bot stock. I'm an acidic gifter.
That's really good. Midget strippers, acidic gifter, and he gives people acid all the time.
Animal mushrooms. Step up again, boys.
That's factual.
Yeah.
Real life.
Yeah.
My favorite sitcom was Sister Sister.
Nice.
I don't watch dogs.
Wow.
I'm only a kitty sitter.
Okay. That's very, very specific. It was like no dogs whatsoever.
Whenever I'm editing videos, I shift the dither.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty fucking precise editing technology, or very technological speak right there. And I feel like I've seen the word before, so I'll allow it. I like to pour a fine glass of cognac and sip in slippers. You know what I'm saying? Just sit by the fire and just sip.
Sipping slippers been used.
No.
Yeah.
You said
Blue, you said he pours lean and he's sipping slippers.
sipping
I always
slippers.
bust my ass when I'm sipping lean. I'm a sipping slipper.
That's what I thought he said. He's a sipping slipper. I said I sip in slippers. You understand?
Ooh.
There's a difference.
All right.
Those are completely different sentences. They don't even mean the same thing. He's falling down on the ground.
I don't
I'm
even
sitting
rock
down in a
Gucci,
chair.
but I still pimping slippers.
Okay, that's now slippers is you can't use slippers.
Hey, I'm taking advantage of
look,
it. Just like you did.
Look. This is how the resource games work.
Resources, yeah.
That wasn't resource?
No, because you could say slippers, and I could like you slipped on the ground, and then I could say slippers, like I walked in shoes that were slippers. But you can't say
I steal
slippers
cars
again.
And I'm a convict shifter.
There might even be another way to say slippers, but you can't. It can't be about shoes or falling on the ground anymore. You know what I'm
Convict
saying?
shifter.
And that's how you go ahead and use a resource.
What'd
game,
you say?
Just in case you were wondering.
I steal cars. I'm a convict shifter.
Okay. I'm gonna allow it, but this is the thing. A lot of us are forgetting to rhyme the first part of the word too. So get both midget and stripper the next time around, ladies and gentlemen. We're tightening up. It's elimination rounds. When it comes to you, have something that rhymes with midget and stripper, or you're fucking out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Who's it on? It's on LottaZay. Let's go. Midget strippers.
Last week I battled in Milwaukee. This week it's the ZAE. The way we living differs.
Okay. Living differs. Midget strippers. Perfect.
I got a ticket for throwing out bits of litter.
Bits of litter.
He killing it.
He is killing it. That's
when you speak the truth, it'll get a bigot triggered. I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
That's so accurate. Yeah, you got it. You probably. I'm gonna think about one for like 30 seconds, so you got some good time. When I was a kid, I had a bad habit. I was a pick and digger.
Ooh, I like that. I always dress like I'm broke as fuck, but when it comes to money, I'm a legit getter.
Midget stripper, legit getter. Bang. Got it. He got it.
I bet on fire tonight.
No, you've been on fire. There's a couple. Dude, you've been off as much as anybody else is. I had some shitty ones too. We're all tightening up now, is what I'm saying. We're all tightening.
This is my first bar.
That wasn't directed straight towards you, Blue. You're actually killing it.
First bar.
LottaZay, midget strippers.
I'm on fire too. I don't get to simmer.
Okay, get to simmer, midget strippers. Bang.
I'm always stuck in cuffs because I'm a convicted killer.
Okay, convicted killer, midget stripper. Yeah, all right, that works. It's right on the line. Convicted and midget are barely only at the end rhyme, but we'll allow it because you've been killing it this whole fucking time. And I gotta go for human.
I think that was my first reach.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good. And if it would be so unfair of me to not give you one after we've all been reaching so violently. All right. And just like that, I'm out, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'm done.
My wife lost 35 pounds, and she likes glitter. Now she fit and shimmer.
She likes glitter.
She's fit and shimmer.
Midget stripper, yeah, that fits.
Yeah, that's so it works actually really well, guys. Like I'm not even.
She's fit and shimmer.
Fit and shimmer, and it's clever too.
It really works.
It really works.
That's a vivid picture.
That's a vivid picture, ladies and gentlemen, which also works really well. Nexus, it's
you
on
take
you.
the flower away from the sun, and that peace will wither.
Peace will wither, midget stripper. Nope. Peace will and midget do not rhyme. Nexus is also out, and human's still in the bathroom. So it's on you, Blue. Keep it going.
Sometimes
he fucking forgets to talk in the microphone. That's how you know he's so hot.
I'll come up with a dream in my head, and I'm missing a leg.
Oh, where's this going?
And I lose my direction.
Okay.
I'm a hobbit fidger.
Hobbit and midget do not rhyme, ladies and gentlemen.
Also, what's a fidger? A fidger's not a word.
I don't know what a fidger is. Okay,
look. Snoop Dogg for shizzle.
Oh, you could.
What was it, midget?
Midget and hobbit do not rhyme at all. They're not even close. They just have it at the end, but like hob and midge are
just
two
like everybody else. I gotta take
completely
a piss.
Yeah, everybody's quitting. They're all giving up at once. You got.
I think you win by default then.
No, yeah, he definitely does. Because human took a piss. LottaZay, this is not the way to go for sure. This is not the way to go. You can't go this way. You see all those wires? You can't go that way. I'm telling you right now, you can't go that way. You got to go behind their chairs or something. No, it's okay. When Cody does it, he's like way bigger, and it's like way messier.
Put up a good fight.
I appreciate it, man. Blue, you killed it on this episode today. Everybody give Blue a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
He's in the building in person, being a real person, live in person. I'm going to pull the chat back up because LottaZay, you got to come up with one more for midget stripper right now so that you can win with the ultimate glory.
I mean, I don't got all the money in the world, but on my block, I'm the richest nigga.
Oh, that's when and you win. And just like that, you win.
I knew when I was watching this, I was gonna win.
Oh, look, picked the Sixers.
Ooh,
that was really good, right?
Nice.
Remember, the first one I said was
Someone
the
already
friggin'.
said dinner.
I said friggin' Clippers. Yeah, but like, okay, get for dinner is good.
Ooh,
that is good. But
nice.
someone official winner is actually really good.
Yeah, no one
is.
said winner. Damn,
dude, the ones that people miss at the end of the day, you're like, I literally quit every time, and then I go on here and I'm like, oh my god, there, everyone.
I lift it bitter. That doesn't. Is that?
Because the pivot ripped yours.
Oh, I got angry when I carpool. I lift it bitter.
I
don't think I would have flown.
But would you ever say that, Ralph, in a sentence to somebody?
I guess I would talk.
You know what, man?
Whispers.
I was so mad over. I lifted it bitter today.
I'm gonna make it crystal clear, like city stickers. That's a good one.
You know, I guess like that's the fun of
Pixie
bar pong.
whispers. Yeah, man, we missed some obvious ones.
Yeah, I know. She's in the room too, and we didn't even say anything.
Oh man, Pixie.
Yeah, see, that was right there. Hippie sisters, fuck. Shifty grifter.
Sicilian mixers.
Yo, shifty grifter is a fire ass one. Yo, LottaZay, human won by default. We all fell apart right after you left, pretty much.
You were the glue, man.
And human came back fucking LottaZay came back strong, and while we were all just flailing, he came back with like 3 strong ones in a row.
Well, should we switch the topic up with a different? Oh, wait, no.
You were gonna say a different one. Oh, you were gonna say different something. Oh, you motherfucker. We've been here for over 2 hours now, dude. I think we're gonna wrap this shit up. I think we're gonna get the fuck out of here. What time is it? I got to get you guys back.
Get 6 blisters.
Get 6 blisters. Yes.
Get 6 blisters.
We I want to say a special thanks to LottaZay for coming through the podcast today.
You're a different killer.
For I still got it. You still got it. To Nexus for coming through the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Also, Human coming all the way from Chicago, and Blue, keep it going for Blue.
Yeah.
But if you want to kick it with all of us, come out tomorrow. We'll be in San Jose. The flyer has the address on the bottom of it. I'm gonna repost it on Instagram. I'm just gonna post the address hella big on Instagram.
They still coming with them.
Yeah, I
drop my weed in a rigid fixture.
In a rigid fixture? That's so weird. It's like words. It's like, I guess, yeah. A rigid fissure. What? Bots. Yes, that's right, Levy. Bots.
Yeah.
Guys, if you can't come to the event, make sure you become a patron so you can watch it live. Humans here, both Human and Nexus are here until like Sunday and Monday. So we'll probably see these guys back on the podcast one more time before the end of the week. But we'll see you guys all at the battles tomorrow or online. We love you fuckers. Have a good one. Peace out.